Hello, and welcome back to another Cosmic Boogeyman Weekly Tarot. How you guys doing? This is not your sun sign. This is not that. No, it is not. It's not just that. This is like a soul map transmission. If you've never been with me before, hang out here, wait a few minutes, because I'm going to take a look at your entire zodiac field. Not each separate sign. Yes, they're this separated and linked, but this is like a living system. When I read tarot, when I read the zodiac, I look at this as more than the sun, right? This is the sun as your light, the moon as your river, the rising as your doorway. Your full chart, it's a blueprint. It's the soul choosing to walk with you. You choosing to use that blueprint in this active life. You know when you fight against something saying, I know they like me, or I know they don't. I'm going to fight this. Or this job, I know it's mine. I just got to do this and this, right? And then you're following the blueprint. This is that moment when you maybe feel to call, right? To look at maybe more than one sign. So take a look at your natal chart, because that's not a mistake. That's your multidimensional nature remembering itself, you know? And if you don't yet know your moon or rising sign or any of your other parts of your natal chart, take a look below. The links are there. This is a full natal chart reading. Don't be afraid to take a look at your cross watchers, your exes, partners, family members, anybody that you know that information on, because it's going to help you open your mind a little bit further, even that third eye. Let's deep dive the cosmos together, and be sure to follow any of my channels on any of the social medias. Hashtag Mr. Cosmic on all social. And as always, look out for these zodiac signs as we're coming in here, because what I'll be doing is I'll pop these little icons up here like this, and then we're looking at the Aries energy, and then that's what we'll be reading. As we continue, we move on, I'll rotate the signs in and out, but I'll have all 12 here in this one video. Super easy, right? One weekly read. Don't have to dig around, don't have to go find the other videos. But be sure to hit that thumbs up. Be sure to leave a comment below. Let me know you enjoy this format. Let me know you enjoy this content. Let me know it's resonating with you, because that lets me know that I should come back and do more, or create more content, maybe not do as much, or do more of this. Check out the live readings, hit that notification bell, set it to all, and any kind of content like this that comes out, I will be able to share with you. You'll see me, and you'll notice me use double tarot decks. This is six tarot deck system, so I will be using, when I pull Aries, I'll pull the number 1 and the number 6 tarot deck, and it becomes a super duper tarot deck. All right, Aries, let's jump in there. What are we waiting for, right? What's the hold up? None. You want the reading, I want the reading, we all need the reading. Let's move forward. Okay. As you see the cards come out here, you'll see there's multiple cards in there, each card representing its own subsection or own division inside of its own feeling. So you have like the spiritual, the universe itself having its own tarot deck, angel deck, we have a Akashic deck. We have a lot of feelings in here, but this is your emotions right here, manifesting emotions, manifesting feelings in real time. Aries, maybe you try to create something, build something. Manifest the touch, the physical touch, and the emotions. That's a strong possibility. That connection, the caress of the cheek, the holding of the hand, the kiss. But I don't quite see the physicality like that. I just see I need to be touched by you. I need to be held by you. That's the reality of this. And this could be money. It could be a job, because it is material wealth. It is growth. But is this going back into the past? It's almost like going back into something. This is the unknown history. Like, what about when and then? And there's your feelings, see? Queen of Cups energy covering the cup. Maybe we're hiding how we feel because we want this. Maybe we want more of this. What do we want? What do we want? Is this a partnership and maybe hiding something from somebody because we're covering the cup? Because this is a life lesson of the greatest of magnitudes. This is Akashic energy. This is like going into your own Akashic records, going through it and say, hey, I know we have something. I know we have a past life. I know we have a karmic record. I know we either have a contract or something that has to have. There's something that exists between us. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll think about you and the song will come on. Or I'll have that feeling and then there you'll show up. There's those kind of smaller moments, those keys, those cosmic keys, as I would call them, that show up. And when you're least expecting them, as you see here, there's 2 of them right in the Hierophant card. That's Taurus energy. There's Cancer energy, feeling. Queen of Cups, that's that energy. As we read for you here, Aries, let me know if this resonates with you, because there's Earth sign, and there's a brand new start. I think we're either bringing in a brand new start or changing our perspective. Instead of locking into the old ways, locked into new ways, found new ways to get this, but we're not quite sharing our feelings. We don't want to be quite vulnerable there yet. But you and this other person are in that same boat, same place, same mindset. Five of Pentacles energy with the soul. Basically, you're both evolving, right? Beyond this one moment, this one time, this one place. It's kind of, you're both in loss, and it could be worry or isolation, because this is the moment you both say, hey, we've both been putting ourselves through this, but what is this soul moment saying, if we can go one step further, just one little step further, what happens? This brand new start, we go one little step further, we move into that necessary moment that, hey, can I talk to you? Can I tell you something? Right? That moment, we all want it. It's so easy, but yet so difficult, right? It's so easy. It's like being on the cliff edge with the set of skis and you're about to go down, right? And it's so easy, but yet so difficult. And that's what it is. It's taking action on that one moment, and that's the angelic sword here. Saying, hey, we're going to take action. We're going to do this. This is about you firing off information, saying, I know what I know. I can't prove it, but I'm about to. And maybe you want to prove it. This is intellectual energy, new ideas, our conflicts, getting clarity on something finally. But let's be fair. Your cup is covered. Your cup is covered. These three cards in reverse. So the universe is going to call you out. Say, hey, you want this, but your cup is covered, and this life lesson is yours. Star energy, star seed energy. Emotionally, you're very, very... you're on the right track, right? You're trusting yourself more. You're getting into that place of abundance, of creation, of built, turning visions into reality is a better way to put it. But it's the moment you say, hey, I know what I want from this. I know how I get there. The star card, there's only one star card. There's only one moon, right? We talked about the sun and the moon and the river. They're reminding you that this is about having hope, having faith, about being in that moment of miracle, base of the root of the emotions at the logic, right? This is the emotional channel for me. This is the base of logic. So this is at the base of the relationship, saying Leo energy. So there has to be Leo energy or strength that comes along with this by taking action, saying, I'm going to do this. You're waiting on somebody, or you've been waiting on somebody, but that's not how it operates. That's not how we operate. Dark horse candidate Virgo energy comes in saying maybe September, October, something triggered you saying, hey, this is real. I see it, because we see the other pentacle. We go from 5 to 6 to 7 pentacles. Once we move to 7 pentacles, we're on our way, right? We're moving into legacy, retirement, inheritance, but it's more that patience, that hard way, that delayed success is now working for you. Whatever this is, it's now working in your favor. So Aries, what I see for you, and what I love to see for you, is this is your actions. It's you taking action here. It's that moment of saying, hey, I've done this. I put this forward. I put the best foot forward. I've created this. I created whatever this is, abundance. As we pull here, we start to connect the dots, and what we're doing is we're connecting this, the top of the emotions, the top of the logic, or the logic. It's kind of what you're thinking about. I won't think about them. I don't care that my emotions are contained. No, they're not. No, they're not. You're angelically, you're kind of being... you're being dishonest with me, and I get it, because you want to take action, but you can't. It's you and this other person are both out in the cold. You and them are out in the cold. Very blatant, very blatant. As we move towards this moment of it's like it's offer or openness. There's something here. The brand new start kicks off. It's there. This is one of those things, and I'm a fan of tarot readers. I really am. I love Zodiac. I love watching social media. I love reading, but we all get into that moment of fantasy. Oh man, this is so fun. I know they're going to come around. But doing nothing on your end does nothing for you. You're the dark horse candidate. This is the thing. The universe says, underneath it all, if you didn't exist in this wouldn't happen. So take a pause, take a moment to reflect on that. If you didn't exist, nothing would happen. The Akashic Record says, hey, the Akashic Record says, this has been written into the record, the divine blueprint as it would be. Does it guarantee you 100%? No. Does it guarantee that good news or success? No. Right? But there is competition. And that's the part we hate protecting against. That's the part we're like, you're number one here. The taking action could be on you, saying, hey, look, let's talk. And that's the thing. We're trying to gather all of our information before we take action. You know what's more sexy is when someone knows nothing and they're vulnerable and they take action. That's the thing. Most of us are very afraid of that. You know, they're going up to someone saying, hey, I don't know you, but I love you, and I would love to marry you someday. What's your number? Like, what? How amazing is that? Like, they're pushing their own boundaries, their persistence, and it's letting someone know, hey, I've really taken you. I've taken notice of you, right? I've taken notice of you. It's coming out of the shadows saying, I've taken notice of you. Angelically, I've taken notice of you. Whatever this is, and this is not chasing. This is just saying, I'm going to take notice of you. By taking notice of somebody, it puts them on notice saying, I'm being noticed. You can't change that. People can ignore it and say, hey, I'm not, it's no big deal, but it's going to be on their mind. Do you understand? That spark, that Aries spark that you bring in, that happens because you exist. And this is what the universe is telling you. Do you understand? If you didn't exist, this spark would never have happened. And the universe is just trying to pre-warn you that better things are coming in. Not like this person's not coming in, but better things are coming in. We're not living in the world of nightmares or anxiety or grief or depression, right? This is about living in maybe gossip or spying or truth or prying eyes. It's how fun is that? It's living in the world of people want to find out information. Maybe you're looking up information on somebody. You want to know something, but the brand new start hovers. It sits there. That's the golden position. This is where, hey, it's like, what? Tell me about. Yes, because you're taking a leap of faith. There's a leap of faith being taken. I don't know if it is you. It could be, but it really does look like it's you. Like, if you ask me about these three cards, I would say it is you, Aries. Why? Because you're the dark horse candidate, because the universe has assigned you this role, and you took on this role before pre-birth. You said, I want this. Nothing sneaky, but you're leaving signs, breadcrumbs. Honestly, breadcrumbs. These two swords. How amazing is that? These two swords. You're leaving the breadcrumbs. Angelically, your messages are getting across to this person. They know you like them. They know you like them. Like, that's not a mystery. Okay? There's something about this, or something about the moment, or you hope they know you like them. But I'm going to say, because there's no communication, there's not a whole lot of cups going on here, right? Because the Queen of Cups is like, I'm going to cover my cup, not tell you anything. You deserve to know nothing. But that's covering the cup, saying, I'm not telling you anything. So there's not a lot of communication happening, but there's a lot of passion, a lot of feelings, a lot of spiritual energy, right? A lot of, I want to get clarity on this. We see that very, very, very promptly and succinctly in this reading. But who's the dark horse candidate? It's you. There's no denying that. The life lesson is for you and this other person. The two cosmic keys are for you and this other person. You both get to make your own choices. You can't choose for them. Wheel of Fortune on your side, akashically saying, this is it. It doesn't mean you automatically get this person on your side. And that's what most people, they want to control the narrative. And that's why I love when people come to me and they say, no, but I want the blah, and they need da, and they need this person to do that, and they want this person, and no, it's like, no. They're not your slave. You don't control them. They're not like a robot. You're going to do this, and this, and then do da. No, This is good news. It is. It's really good news. There's innocence to this. But the other people interested in them? Yes, other people are interested in them. That's the truth here. So when you look at this, there's other people interested in them, and that's why we go, oh, I don't want to fight about it. I don't have to fight for them. I want them just to pick me, and then I don't have to worry. That's not how it works. You're valuing the high value of this person, saying I like them because they have high value. They're going to keep me mentally stimulated, right? It's not going to be boring to go simple. But this is winning at all costs. You're willing to say, I want it on these conditions and only these conditions. I will not negotiate. And the soul level, it says that you will negotiate. And you will negotiate because you will be getting back together, or more likely assigned back to this person, because on the Akashic level, your divine blueprint calls for it. This was an ending, big change. The time to move on happened. But did you change in that time, that rebirth, that energy? Did you change? The devil in the details is asking you, Capricorn energy. I see something happening in December, that kind of energy. This is very prominent. Let me know. You can try to put your self-imposed will upon whatever this is, but you are not in control of this. You're in control of your universe. Yes, I do agree. Hugs, kisses, fist bump. I think you're amazing. But you're not in control of their universe. Like You're not God. You're not omnipresent. You can't control their universe. So you're at the will of these two opposing spiritual forces, right? To get back together is on the will of them getting back together. There's something there that's blocking them to get back together, right? Aries, leave a comment below if you're seeing this. Let me know you saw this, because that get back together energy, it is good luck. It's not you will never get back together. Get out of the way. Move, time to withdraw, abandon the whole situation. No, it's not telling you that. It's telling you this is about taking action and taking appropriate action, because love happens. But you can't just move from, hey, I think this is right, to let's get married, time for babies. And it doesn't work like that. This is an exploration of new land of the you and them, the family contentment. What does total love and support look like? You can't just get to total love without understanding the gaps that were there first. That's what this is. It's understanding that the completion, the growth, the money, the finances, all of that comes through the exploration of how did you get back together at first? What happened where you were not together? That moment where the angels, the guides, the spiritual pulled you away from them or pulled you to not date them. That moment you couldn't date them caused a catalyst, a chain reaction happen. That's what I see here. That's what I see very prominently. I welcome this. I welcome the ability for you to kind of grow from this, and you have grown. But this is not going back to what you were. Getting back together with somebody is a big change. Like I said, it's that alternation. If it's time to move on, I would have had it, but I don't have it. This is time to get back together. And what we're analyzing, is it time to get back together? Is it this moment? Starseed energy, this comes in with a lot of Aquarian energy matching up against that Three of Wands, which is Aries energy, Empress energy. And we almost had the near miss. We were stage 2 in a relationship to go to stage 3. We fell back, stage 2 to stage 3, fell back, stage 2. Maybe there's a lot of getting, and what you may call it is twin flame, right? A lot of twin flame feelings, runner chaser even. But let's keep going here. Let's keep moving on. I appreciate you guys for being here. As always, check out the entire chart below. Don't hesitate. Do yourselves a huge favor. Check out that, because it's going to let you see everything, the full meaning of the entire chart. And share the channel. Let people know you're here. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you saw in this when you're reading. Let me know if I missed something. Let me know if you caught something that I didn't say, or I said something that was like, what? That resonated, Let me know if it was there. Let me know. Tell the universe, not me. Tell the world that, hey, this happened. And that's what makes this fascinating, right? It's like, how? Explain that. I appreciate you. As always, Aries, make sure you check out all the content. Let's move on. We're going to get on, and we're going to start to move and groove with those Leos. And I talk about this, typically, I do. But what I've been doing is, as I start to increase increasing the competition in your life by reading and giving you that King of Wands energy back and giving you that strength back, I point out the 5, the 6, 7 of Wands, those energies, those cards themselves, those are powerful cards, right? We're talking that self-defense energy, that protecting, even that victory, but that obstacles, those kind of energies that come in, those Wands come in saying, hey, there's going to be a challenge. And how do you overcome it? What parts of your chart does that help for you to overcome? How do you overcome it? Let's look at this reading here. Let's dig into this and see what happens, because it could be anything, right? It could be the moment where you start to look at yourself differently. Ooh, it wants me to pull, but it's stuck here. Like, I can't get this card out, but it's pointing out your intuition. Your intuition must be on point, or your intuition's getting better, or the intuition's coming in. Ooh. I love this. There's definitely some Cancer Chariot energy coming in. The Chariot energy means move on, challenge. It means travel at the behest of the universe. It's saying, hey, you're moving, but you're not. No one's making you go. You're emotionally on this journey, and I love this for you because you're taking this serious. Like, there's no reins on these. You're in between here, but you have this moment of clarity. The Chariot energy telling us we have this clarity. We're in this moment of finding whatever this is. It's the action, the change. It's you doing things. It's I call it vroom vroom sometimes, right? It's that movement, because it's a journey that's happening at the will of the universe. It's taking action by the middle of our mind, saying we have to take the clarity first. We have to say we have to have spiritual illumination. But this moment here, this here is that spiritual illumination coming forth, saying, why are we doing this? Why? It's affecting our emotions. Something logically we did is now affecting our emotions. Something spiritually we did is affecting our emotions. Leo, let's keep going here. We have the 5 of Pentacles. In December, something big pops. Something, this is not necessarily a bad card. This is, you see it because you're already aware of it. You're taking notice of this. Let's be honest. A lot of people need help. A lot of people are looking for help. There could be poverty, ill. It could be someone's health. Like I say, it could be that moment of like worrying, isolation, or financial loss is what you're seeing here, because you're not seeing cups. You're seeing take action, and you're seeing this moving and get going, because that's why I think maybe we're doing what we're doing. We're going to keep going. You're even at an imbalance. You're willing to put your Leo energy out there. And I just was mentioning this card because this is the golden position, saying that you being Leo, you being your Leo self is so inspiring. Have you ever considered how inspiring that is? But you have to defend. There's people going to come after you. I'm going to be very honest. This is King or Queen of the Hill. They're going to come at you. Angelically, you were put there, but you have to defend those battles yourself. You can't not stop that. Top down, Four of Pentacles, top down. This comes down from the universe saying, hey, we're getting in there like this. We're coming in like this. And that's what it brings it in. That gives us those Four Pentacles, allowing us to grow this energy, giving us a sense of, we're going to be there. We're going to get there. But that long-term security, even the desire for whatever this is, it's not coming in from the greed. It's coming in from the divine universe, the influence of the universe, right? You're getting there because you've been pushed or divinely pushed to go that way. And that's what we're getting here. It's the 4 to the 5 of Pentacles. These two cards go to the same tarot deck. This is the strength position, just so you know. It's a slow moving progress, right? It's like investments. You see the stocks go up and then go down and then up and then down. But the reality is they're slowly gaining momentum. The universe says, take notice of that, right? And that's the Princess or Prince Charming saying, whatever you're putting out there to the universe, it's coming back to you tenfold. It's you taking action on whatever this is. Realization is you're the one. You're the King or Queen of Hill. You're the one who's taking charge. You're the one who's taking control of whatever this is. This is that Chariot energy saying you have made motion. You're the one who's said, I'm doing this. Emotionally, I'm moving on. I'm doing what I need to do for me. Very good energy, Hermit energy. It's that depth. And I was talking about this a little bit earlier, but that's that spiritual illumination. When we're looking in this position, that lantern is going to illuminate what's at the root. And that could be clarity, could be personal connection, could be even something more direct, right? It could be that Ace of Cups energy. It could be even that Ace of Cups energy saying, hey, we're getting into relationships, feelings, into the future. Not a past person, but a new person. We're offering our cup to someone new. At the root of this, at the base of this, at the underneath it all, the number 9 position, that could be where we're getting into this connection, the new relationship. Yeah, Soul Tribe energy. There's undeniably you're going Soul Tribe. You're only going to go Soul Tribe because you know Soul Tribe is part of the process. You know you have to have this person be a soul mate at the very, very minimum. So what that means for us, or means for you guys, is you're going to get into that energy of growth, profound growth, and it's going to be 5 of Wands in reverse. It's going to be that moment of clarity. It's going to be that moment of self-direction. So what I see here is that moment of you clarifying or getting into that, we're going to find whatever this is, because you're looking through Soul Tribe perspective, Soul Tribe goggles, Soul Tribe lens, and that's important. That's very important to notice here. But I see what this is, and let's keep pulling here for a second, because I'm super, super curious. What room means in your emotions means like you're leaving others. You're kind of like leaving people from behind. All right, let's keep going here. Page of Wands. Page of Wands is is really the intuitive messenger, is the passionate messenger. It's the one who's like going to take action. It's the top dog kind of thing. It's that moment of saying, hey, I have this. 10 of Cups in reverse, Akashic, is this moment of saying this is not here, but you know what you need or how you're going to get there is by using this intuitive sense, this intuitive ability, clarity on the intuitive ability. The universe is talking to you, trying to give you notification or letting you know you have this ability. It's you and somebody else out in the cold at 5 of Pentacles. December comes into clarity, lets you know. Getting back together with somebody could be even marriage, a long-term commitment. We have the 4 of Wands hiding here in plain sight, but it's really 1-1 adds to the 3. That's 4 of Wands, but this is the messenger saying, hey, you earned this. Have you ever considered how much you've earned this? So this is amazing because the 9 of Cups is saying wish granted. It's something you've wanted. We always talk about, hey, I want to be a millionaire. I want this. I want that one. And this is you in that moment of creating that. And that's amazing for you, Leo. You haven't really brought this to the forefront or brought a big, how do I say this? You haven't brought a big attention to how your creation process is angelically been whatever you're into or been thinking about is angelically touched. Like, it has angelic remnants, because you see 3 out of 4 of these cards are angelic, and one of these 4 is Akashic, saying it's driven by the universe. Let's keep going here. This is the one. There's Leo energy again. It's reiterating through the conduit, saying this has been destined. This has been predestined. At this point in your life, you might have lived many lifetimes. But this lifetime, this point in your lifetime, this, what you're seeing, what's happening, what's about to happen, what you're seeing happening here, this moment has been basically predestined for you for millennia. Like, and this is not like a whoops, hey, I fell into this. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. This is a decision. You remembered how to get back into this. This is you saying, I recognize this. Yes, correct. Yes, this is all good. This is all good. Think about it, right? Think about it, Leo. Leave a comment below if I'm right, because you're getting back into something that you remember to be good for you, and that's the strength energy. There's your Leo energy again. It's saying, if I fall into my Leo energy, I'm more Leo. The more Leo I am, the better off I am. 4 of Cups, it's kind of like letting people not push you as much, letting people get to you. And that's a big part of this, is you learning this at this moment, this point in your life, your Leo vroom vroom journey, right? Is saying, I'm worth it. Maybe feeling unfulfilled or a little apathetic, and that's okay. You're not a robot. You're gonna have feelings, and maybe letting people get into those feelings, it's okay, because it's part of that getting back together, the cycling, realizing this point, though, what you're going through right now, this homecoming feeling, this family, friends, this reunion feeling, that's meant to happen, right? How powerful are you in this moment of self-love, this unconditional self-love? I talk about this self-respect all the time, the courage, the Gemini lover energy. This is you being able to love yourself to the point where others see it and then want that same love. Look at this. It's so obvious. This is Princess or Prince Charming. You're giving, by the way you give love to yourself, it gives to others. And people go, I love that. I love that. And that raises vibration, and it's an ever reciprocal energetic storm. Friendship first, angelically touched. Give love, give love, give love. What's the outcome here? It's this. It's saying we're flipping the script, and I love this for you. 5 of Pentacles allows us to see the truth for you, because 5 of Pentacles gives them that sense of, hey, we're, like I said, that irreversible pain, right? We turn it around though. My family's always been poor. This is where it changes, right? I'm in ill health. Let's fix that. I worry. Not anymore. You're in charge. I'm isolated. Let's pull you into the soul tribe. Financial loss. Let's get you corrected in that sense. See? I'm telling you, this is mid-deck pull. Go back, rewatch it. I put it on camera for a reason. I pull on camera for a reason. It's laughable to watch people. They have their cards already prearranged and they talk off camera and go, this is what is happening. I'm like, no, pull. I want to see you pull the cards and then talk, because this here reiterates and proves to you this is your energy, right? This is you, Leo. This is you coming back into your own energy, bringing back that sense of health, happiness, cause and effect, that justice, the strength that comes in. It's a powerful energy. It's that Libra energy. It's the long-term security that's brought in by you existing. The universe says, I'm existing through you. You are that powerful. You are an amazing part of the process. Don't stop being what you are. Check out the entire sign. Check out your entire zodiac. Look at your moon, your rising. Check out all of it. If you haven't, check out your cross watcher. Check out everything. And let me know what you think. Leave comments below on each of the videos. And if you can, have a thumbs up. Let me know on each of the videos that you see here. It lets me know that you guys have enjoyed the content, and I love that for us. I love that for you guys. Let me keep going here as I move on, because I'm super curious to see what keeps coming out of these signs. Like I said, I look at this as like a cosmic map or a divine overlay, or even some kind of like spiritual engineered conduit. And when I look at this, it shows, as you start seeing the same cards come over and over, I don't prearrange the cards by any stretch. All I do is I have a prearranged system that has been shuffled, and it gets shuffled. And what shuffles it even more is when you guys are like, give me decks 1 and 3 or 4 and 2, and you shuffle those cards even more, because then you put the cards into those new shuffled formats. And that's what's fascinating, because the Cosmic Collective helps shuffle my deck. It's not me controlling the shuffles. So as I move forward, Leo, understand your energy's special, and it's meant to be special. It's meant to be unique in its own right. But let's keep going. Let's move on, and let's read for the Sagittarius. And let me get a sip of some iced tea as we're going here. But Sag, this will be your reading. And then the other thing I've been trying to do is I try to kind of mix up the tarot decks in and of itself. So I would do 1 and 6, 2 and 5, and then I'll do 3 and 4. And then when I come back again and I start reading some more, what I'll do is I'll look at the decks a little differently. So I'll look at the Taurus energy. I'll pull Taurus this way. I'll go Taurus 4 and 1. And it's really helpful to me. It's really helpful in a lot of different ways.
Stars don't blink, they only stare. Quiet pool hangs in the air. My chest is heavy, my heart's aware. It's not a word, it's not.
So let me see here. I was just thinking. All right. I gotta remember to keep getting that iced tea in, because you know what happens, Sag, when I don't have the iced tea, my throat hurts. All right, Sag, this is for you though. One of the things I'll be doing here is I'll read for Sag. If you haven't done so, do yourself a huge favor. Check out all the Zodiac signs. Your moon, your rising, any parts of this, your cross watch. Do yourself a huge favor. What I'll do is I'll pull intuitively, and I have a double tarot deck. So this monster tarot deck here is like crazy because it's a double tarot deck that's mixed between 6 tarot decks, right? Isn't that insane? All right, Sag, this is for you. Moon energy, something hidden coming out into light emotionally. Akashically, this is meant to happen at this moment in your time, Sag. There's something coming in with clarity. It's also, there could be a third party person coming in. This could be, we'll get more clarity on this, but this is not a tower moment by any stretch. Aries energy coming in here. Queen of Wands playing a big part. Someone with a cat, someone has a cat, someone had a cat. There's a cat that plays, the cat that's at play here. But this person's looking at the hidden past life energy. It could be you looking at this, but there's Aries energy that plays a big part here. Someone's not answering or kind of holding back from texting. Or there's a thing with the whole like being left on red, and it's like, what? Like, what the hell? But that 4 of Cups is just really saying, hey, there's feelings here. There's a lot of deep feelings, and they don't know what to deal with those. Angelically, they're saying it's past life, and they're like, I don't know how to deal with that. Look at Gemini lover energy. There's honestly, it feels like there's a lot of feelings that are going through the cycling, the 8 and the 9, the 10 of swords, the 8 and the 9, 10 of swords, 8, the 9, the 10 of swords, and they go through that cycling because they're not sure what to do with it, and they try to prevent tower moment on their own. They look at tower moment, mid deck pull. You guys can see where I just pulled from right here. See? And I love this because angelically it's saying, no, the angels have control of this, whatever this situation is, and it feels like someone's blocking, but it's not. It's angelically the angels are kind of saying, hold back. It's a life lesson for you and them, for both of you. A lot of past life energy, a lot of growth, a lot of cosmic key, a lot of Taurus energy saying, hey, look, try to figure this out, try to figure the growth out. Lovers energy. See, I'm telling you, Gemini lovers energy. I'm telling you, I felt it already. But it comes in with that cycling. It's not that there's no love here. It's that they love, but they're not telling you they love. Or someone's saying, or you love and not saying you love it. So Sag, there's definitely something here. Maybe it's that drive that you put in. Sag, maybe it's who you are. Maybe it's that drive. Because it's this person, like I said, third party energy. It's like somebody's not saying something. There's definitely somebody hiding with the moon energy. Somebody's hidden. And there's a third party here as well. It's like what somebody's refusing or won't see it or something to that effect. See, communication, big part here. Angelically, you're being communicated with, or they're going to communicate with you eventually. But I feel like that third party is a huge participant in this relationship. Look at this again, guys. Mid-deck pull, Gemini lover energy. That blindfold's finally coming off for you, Sag. That's what's happening. Temperance energy, patience has paid off a big way. You have, what's this, 18? I think it's 18. I think it's 18 swords. 18 swords are available too, so that's what's amazing. King of Cups is Scorpio energy. That Scorpio death card says there's a rebirth. What we've been living, what's been happening here is we're looking towards the future saying, I don't care, whatever that is. And this person sees you, or you see that person. I think this Aries energy comes in with the Scorpio. Maybe there's a fire, a drive, whatever it is. They see you and you're not seeing them. They're so close, or it's like, ever hear that term forest through the trees? It's like because you're too close to the action. Maybe that's what it is. And you're only thinking they're ignoring you, and that's kind of how you're playing it. And then there's something that's super hidden here. There may be a big secret. Gemini lover energy again. Wow. Gemini lover. This Nine of Swords is someone's hiding their feelings or not willing to kind of discuss them or willing to even acknowledge them. They don't even realize it that they're hiding them. They're just pretending or saying, I can control it, I can control it. And they're just sitting there in regret. Maybe this is that texting situation because we're moving from 4 to 5 of Cups. Fascinating. So like I said, something's becoming more relevant because they're not answering. It's telling you, hey, if you're the King of Cups or if the Scorpio energy's in this, so there's a death card rebirth, it's telling you if everything else is good and they won't answer, or somebody's ghosting and won't answer, or something comes down and there's a game where they're not playing, and everything else seems weird, but they're playing this weird texting game, ask yourself why. Is it friends first or is it friends only? Which one is it? Because we're going from 3 to 4 to 5 of Cups. We're getting this weird like rotation. Maybe it was friends first, and they don't know how to move from friends to something more, and it's sitting there. There's the death card. I told you guys, it's rebirth. The whole relationship, whatever this other person is, it's rebirth energy, and they're not sure how to move beyond that. And they want to offer a relationship, offer something more, and it's really hard. And the intuition's telling you that this person's really into you. I think you know what I'm talking about. This person that you're talking about, the person that you're thinking about, the person that's there, they'll come in. And I honestly feel like it's going to be probably by December, but I can't verify. I won't guarantee that yet, not till I see something. It could even be spring. Definitely by spring, absolutely by spring. But the universe says 4 of Pentacles energy is telling you this is January, beginning of January. Notification says it starts by January. By spring, it's full blown. They can't hide it anymore. I think they're trying to just control it and say, if I ignore it, it'll go away. But it looks more and more aligned because we have the sun with the 2 moons. we have the Lovers card. This is like somebody, third party. I think somebody's kind of keeping an eye on you, and it's somebody that you want to keep an eye on you. Somebody that you want to be interested. Right now we have the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords playing a huge part here. That is Aquarian energy or true seeking. That's Valentine's Day. But that's when this falls in, saying, hey, I'm going to leave breadcrumbs. I want you to know. If you don't want it, you don't want it. That's fine. But this is what becomes fascinating is the outcome is dependent on how we treat the situation, Sag. And it's almost like you're at this weird inflection point. I feel like you're kind of at this weird place, like, I'm just going to walk away. But secretly, they really want you. I think that's what it is. I'm going to be, see, I'm telling you, I think secretly they really, really want you. And they don't know how to deal with it. And patience, if you're just patient. And just patient. And just keep doing your thing, like, whatever. Like, I don't mind, whatevs. They're not playing you. They're not playing you. I can tell you. Watch, I'll tell you. They're not playing you. They're just very, very, very slow. This is right here. This is right now. This is 11:23 to December 2nd. Everything's slow moving. It's super minute. It's like watching a snail try to go across the yard. You know what I'm saying? Or watching, yeah. It's the tortoise versus the hare. Who wins? Who wins in that race? Right? The tortoise is like, let's go. Race, race, race. And the hare is running as fast as they can. Like, let's do this. But the tortoise is the one who's super smart, tactical, and understanding, and that's how they win. But the point is, this is this week, and it won't happen this week. It's not going to happen this week. It's wise investment. It's long-term stability. That's how we're going to get here. Is this something you want forever or something you want for a little while? Because this is telling me if you want this forever, then treat it forever. Your mindset is then forever. You're not trying to prove something to anybody. You're not going, hey, see, I told you. I told everybody, hey, I told you. See? Because that's what that proves. But this is showing up very, 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 you can see it already here, Sag. It's saying we are together. Not only now, but in what I see for us in the future. I don't need to hold your hand to know we're holding hands. I don't need to kiss you to know that we've kissed. I don't need to hold you tight at night to know that we're cuddling. Energetically, this shows that you guys are already there. It's the patience. There's sneakiness on both sides of this, just so you both know. You guys are both being sneaky. But it's their patience that plays out. I think they need to know. Moon energy. Sag, let me know what you think. Let me know. Is there a person that's in your life right now? If there is, do yourself a huge favor. Go check out the entire tie your zodiac charts here. All the natal charts are going to be, your natal chart's going to be really helpful because all the zodiac signs are going to be really helpful because what it will do is it'll show you and it'll start to kind of give you that like that forefront of saying, hey, we'll be here. We'll get this done. But we'll do it with our time, not anyone else's timeline. You know, when people, friends, best friends, like, oh, I don't think they like you, and they're really getting you going. No, Sag, this is you and them, 50-50. That's all this is, 50-50, Sag. And that's what this is really important to keep in mind, because when you're doing this 50-50, you're making this happen on your own timeline. So one thing that's important to note is as we do this, as we start to grow this energy and build this energy, it's really important to see what happens going forward. I feel like these tarot decks have gotten bigger, but maybe I'm trying to kind of slide these in. But Sag, let me know what you think. Check out the entire natal charts. Go through, check out everything that you find, and leave me a comment below. As always, I ask you guys to let me know what you think. I really appreciate you for hanging out with me and being with me on these zodiac readings. It's just basically, think of it like an accessory to all the other readings, right? And it could be anything, any parts of the readings that really resonate with you. But do me a favor, check out your cross watchers, check out anyone that you find to be fascinating, and see if that aligns with them. That's the more interesting part when I have people look at it and I say, hey, tell me what you think. Because I'm not looking for the make me feel good answer. I'm looking for the answer that's right, like the one that fits, the one that's like your answer, the one that's aligned to you. As always, I appreciate you guys for being here, but we're going to move on. We're going to keep going. And I love that you guys stopped in, and the Taurus are up next. We got to love the Taurus. Thank you, Taurus. It's your turn. With the Taurus, we figure out a whole lot about ourselves and everything about the world around us. That's the wonderful energy. That's the King of Pentacles energy. That's the 5, 6, 7 of Pentacles energy. When we're seeing this energy, it should help lighten our own spiritual minds and give us a sense of what's happening here in the world. So what I've been doing over the last few readings is I've been really moving towards a double tarot deck. Yes, it's 6 tarot decks, but what I've been doing is making a super tarot deck. And so you'll see I'll take and put these 2 tarot decks together, and then what we have is this monster tarot deck, right? So that's just like 6 tarot decks into 2 tarot decks. And so I have like this monster tarot deck that I can kind of like use. So Taurus, what I'm reading for you, let me know if anything resonates. And anything can come out. Anything's possible. Love, career, money, finance, right? And that gives us a chance to recognize what's available to us. What's the first card out here? Ooh, vroom, Cancer energy. There could be a Cancer, could be travel even. When it's this yellow card, it really feels like it's more like emotional travel, or traveling to go see somebody. You could be going to see somebody, or going traveling, visiting, or coming back. It could be one of those things. But in this here, this is the universe saying, hey, we're playing a part in this. This is a communication thing. This is a temperance thing. This is an angels getting involved. This is the divine power. Think about the interdimensional beings even, right? Those people, those energies coming in. Relationship change also playing a bigger part here. They're coming in with that ability to say, hey, we have to change this up because something has to change here, Taurus. This is you triggering the change, saying maybe taking time to yourself, or they took time to themselves, or someone wants to travel, or someone's going to come up to you and say, hey, I'm going to be traveling soon. And it's not about you. It's about them having some kind of spiritual moment for themselves. And that's important because it's going to be changing. It's going to change them. See, here's the Empress energy. It could really give them a moment of clarity, saying, look, I have a lot more miles left in my journey, and I want to make sure I get there. And it's a tower moment for one of you, because if one of you is not ready to keep going, one of you is like, no, I'm comfortable. I love this. I love not doing anything. I love just being me. I don't want another version of me. It could be a very, very important moment in the relationship, saying, so we're breaking up. And that could be, and I don't usually pull that for everybody with Taurus, that could be. And it's not a bad thing. It's just a life lesson saying, hey, one of you wants to keep challenging yourself, and the other one's like, I'm okay just being me. I don't want you stressing about it. Don't you worrying about it. But I do want you to be aware of, you have to keep evolving to get to the higher self, the light body, to get to that version of yourself that is the ascended master version of yourself. That version has to become better and more evolved. So there is this moment. I know what's behind this. I don't know if you guys know what's behind this, but this wish granted, this Akashic, hey, I'm going to get to the Akashic records. It's like, yes. Yeah, I want to be able to learn tarot. Yes. right? And I have the teaching tarot available to everybody, right? This is available at anybody's will. Like, you just have to go on YouTube and say, I want to learn, and it's there. It's like you have this repository of everything. And it's a matter of someone willing or saying, I would rather just go watch reruns. And that's what ends up happening here, Taurus. And that's what's happening, because there is a moment of regret, because someone's like, I have all these things I never did, or I failed on. And it's like, but I'm going to get better. Like, the regrets happen, right? You know, you miscut once. It's just like, it happens. It's okay. It's not the ruining of the world. It's you know what I'm saying? When you break too many eggs, it's okay. You figure it out. But you're the one, destiny's telling me, the spiritual, the higher self, even your spirit guide is telling me that this is a moment of like clarity, saying you need more from this life. Maybe someone else is looking to date you. Maybe there's someone coming in to date you that's going to challenge you to be a better version of yourself. And that's the scariest part. Someone comes in and is like really matched to you. There's the boring partner, and then there's the exciting partner. There's the one we want to date and the one that wants to date us, and that person. And then there's one we can never date that we would all love to date, you know? And there's the Lover's card. See what I'm saying? So it's giving you the sense of like, what does this all mean? What does this mean for you? What does this mean for the relationship? It's that Gemini lover energy challenged by the angelic at love, saying, are you willing to step or go beyond yourself or go beyond that goal to get to that next stage? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It could be. It could be. Let's keep going here. Let's keep looking. Marriage. It's an ultimate connection, ultimate goal. And there's the catch. We all like put the ring on it, marry. And we never can foresee. Nobody can foresee 30, 40, 50, 60 years out. But most of us want that long-term connection. Most of us agree to it and saying, well, it will all work out. Tower moment comes in saying, but what if it can't? What if it doesn't? What if there's a moment of clarity? What if there's a moment of relationship change where one of the two of you wants to become the best version of yourself? I mean, the ultimate best version. We've seen it happen multiple times. Look at social media, right? You have one partner that has like the 8-pack, the 12-pack on their stomach, and the other partner's like, I don't care. I'm just going to keep doing my thing. And nothing's wrong with the other partner. They're just two different worlds. They're living two different and if one's not supporting the other one, and the other one's like, you're going to go to the gym again. It's not really helpful. It's to take action. Do you support the journey or not? Because as long as you're both taking action on your own spiritual journey, that's fine. That's fine. But if you look here, you only have the Empress. You have the wish granted. You have the soul. You have, look at the missing person. Like, see, you have one person in the Lovers. It's coming in because there's somebody who wants to be with you. There's someone who wants to have community commitment long term. They want to evolve. In this, we have the Empress that's showing off, saying, hey, the 3 Pentacles, by the end of the year, we're talking the Architect. We're talking the Observer. We're talking the Apprentice. It starts to become more of a team-based effort, saying, my soul is ancient. I know there's more here. I know the angels are talking to me. I know that there's somebody here. Taking action might be on your behalf. And most people would shun upon that. But you finding true love, or love that's aligned to your Akashic record, could be more purposeful. And these are both marriage cards, just so you guys know. Like, this is like overseeing a marriage also for me. Marriage also. These are 2 marriage cards. But I don't see love. I don't see any love here. I just see that we're taking action. This is December energy. We're moving towards that long term. I'm going to get married. If you want to be married, make sure it's married for you for the right reasons, for becoming the best version of you. Not getting married just to say you're married, to say, hey, I finally got married. Finally got married, right? It seems like finally, like, end, finally done, right? No. When you get married, you're beginning a whole new soul tribe, a whole new group, so you want your Empress to be married to an Emperor. That's what it is. You want to make sure the choice of choices has been made. You want to make sure that higher power has been part of the choice. This is not just making the wise choice. This is also avoiding the dangerous choice, right? The bad boy on the motorcycle kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? This is making the right choice because this is the spiritual intuition. This is that moment of study or love. And you said, I want love. I want to become, and you can actually see the other card coming in. These cards, they want to come out. So I'll give you this one. This is that long term. And I only have one of these cards. And there's only one. This is a karmic partnership, a karmic communicator, a karmic long-term partnership saying, let's talk about it. And if you're mad, you're really mad, you can't talk, they say, give us some time. Give us 30 minutes. All right, I'll be back in 30 minutes. All right, I'll talk about it later tonight. And they will. It's not just forget about it. It's I am your Emperor. and the Emperor meets the Empress. That's the partner. That's what this is. It's an angelic Emperor coming in, the emotional secure, the one who's secure about themselves, secure about what they do, not afraid, but also willing to be vulnerable. The one who's coming in December, that partnership comes in. The divine match comes in. You know what I'm saying? This is like saying, hey, I'm meant to be with you. And what we're meant to do is be married. We're meant to be partners. We're meant to be long-term. That's the life lesson that you're bringing here. That's what happens here, Taurus. That's the energy that comes out of this. Because when you get into that moment, you have that moment of clarity. And there's the rub, is you have to decide. Are you going to be with someone who's going to make you feel good or make you challenge to be best? And there's the change. And realizing if it's the person, you and this person have a baby or have children, have babies, right? Then you're challenging your children to be best, the better version of yourselves. That's it. Because when you get sedentary and kind of sit, you realize how many times do we get into heartbreak? How many times do we look at that like injustice, imbalance in the Libra energy that we fell into heartbreak? This is not that. One of the two of you is getting over heartbreak possibly, and that's okay. But Devil in the Details says December, don't resist it. Look for the notification. Look for the signs from the universe as well, because it's going to tell you something big's coming in here. As I pull from the two tarot decks, I want you to be sure to check out the entire natal chart. Don't just exist in that sun sign. Look at your moon. Look at your rising, your Venus. Look at your entire natal chart, and take time for yourself to exist beyond just one sign. You're a complex spiritual being. Let yourself exist in that moment, right? Say, yeah, you're right, Cosmic. Thank you. Thumbs up. I'm going to leave a comment and see what happens if you can take a moment and say, oh, my moon sign is, let me also watch that, right? Because this is, for me, the way I look at this is like divine architecture. When I look at this, I really look at this as like a soul map transmission. This is like we're diving into the entire zodiac field. This is not just one sign. This is not a separate sign, but this is part of many signs as a living, breathing zodiac system. So yes, this is your light. This is your breathing every day. I got this. Your moon being your river, your feelings. And your rising sign is that doorway. Do I go through this? Do I challenge myself to go through this? But the blueprint is all in with every sign that I put out. I go into it with that intention. But do me a favor, as always, leave a thumbs up. Let me know you enjoyed this. Let me know you're fascinated with some of the multiple card reads, right, that come out of here. It's fascinating, is it not? It is unbelievably like, oh, this card just popping out. I'll leave it on the front door here. How you doing? Because it's fascinating to get that. And when you see that, it's also fascinating for me. Like, trust me, I never, the little kid in me goes, yay, that's so cool. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you saw in here. Let me know if you picked up on anything that I didn't say, that I was like, whoops, I missed that. Because sometimes I'll be pulling so much, and it's like I'm drinking through a fire hose, and I'll pull like the same sign from the same card right next to each other, and I won't even mention it because I'm like so overwhelmed with everything else that's coming through here. And I try to give you the most robust reading I can. I appreciate you. Be sure to share the channel. And up next we have Virgo. How you guys doing? Thank you, Virgo, for being here. Let's keep going, because the Virgo is a man. How do I say this? Virgo is the hermit in action. I don't mind the hermit. I love the Virgos. The Virgos are one of those interesting reads, because when I get in here, I can find their analytical side. I talk about this all the time, or even find that responsible side. There's parts of them, and I know they're shy, and I love that part. That's the part I really try to dive into. You guys know out there, you Virgos know what I'm talking about. You're super intuitive, but you're so busy trying to be perfect, or even, I don't know, people please? Whatever that is, I get it. You're so responsible, and you're like, I'm not going to let you down. Yeah, sure, I know, I get it. But what is it you're trying to figure out here? What is it you're trying to figure out in this existence, in this world, in this lifetime? That gives me a chance to see this. I'm very curious to see what it is that you have coming out in your readings here. So we're going to keep going here. We're going to keep reading, and we're going to see what pops out in this current reading. So as always, like I say, check out the moon sign, check out your rising, check out your Venus. Don't hold to just your sun sign. But Virgo, this is going to be for you. We're going to pull double tarot decks, and we're going to see what actually pops out here. So as I've been doing this, I've been pulling this, and then this is a double tarot deck. Monster, right? Super tarot deck. And And what it's going to do is going to give us an idea of what's actually missing or what's happening in this tarot deck reading for you.
Like coals dancing in the glow. System upgrade, now I know. 1,000 sparks in the quiet dark. Every beat ignites a
Some of you guys online love that when I do this. But it's actually just puts energy into it. That's what it really does. That's really all it's doing. When I smack the deck, and I can't remember how you guys call it, but you can actually hear it. I'm really trying to make it like, yeah. So all it does is it puts energy in it, right? But it goes through this hand, vibrates into this other hand, and it puts my energy into the tarot deck as I pull. But Virgo, let's see what happens. Oh wow, yeah, it's really lighting up now. There we go. Curiosity Kid, Virgo, whoa. Maybe overthinking, overanalyzing. That could be, possibly, but we're looking for the Knight of Pentacles, Hermit, 8, 9, 10 of Pentacles. Those are typically the Virgo cards. This is emotions, that's feelings, that's the Gemini lover coming in the emotions position, top down. So what it's doing, it's showing up like, hey, I get some emotions to talk about in my loves, in my feelings. 5 of Pentacles coming out saying, hey, I can only hold out so much longer. In a good way. Life lesson energy. 5 of Pentacles coming in with that, hey, you know, this is a Taurus, like, I got the feels for you. It's really strong, and logically, it's almost like two people out in the cold. Someone's holding back. Curiosity Kid, you ever have a kid, like, say, hey, come here, I gotta tell you something? Or, no, come help me. And the kid's just staring at you. You're like, help me. Like, just staring at you. And it's that weird, like, you have to kind of talk them into it. And they don't realize it. Capricorn energy, like I said, in the moment of this devil in the details, there's something about this other partnership or this creation process that you're going into that you have this weird communication process, because we don't have good communication with a person. There's somebody coming in, it's the swords. They're analyzing, they're taking it in, they're using the analytical skills. I feel like there's another person that's in here. Maybe you're working with a partner, a new partner, or maybe a potential new friend, maybe a potential new lover, and they're coming in here, and it's like they were friends, or there's friends first, and that friends first allies. It's kind of becoming, it's maturing into something bigger. It's really a moment of, does this become a permanent life lesson? Is this like forever? Because there's 4 possible choices inside of this, saying, hey, we have air energy, we have Taurus energy, we have Leo energy, we have a little bit of that like Scorpio energy. But the truth is, this is the moment of that water energy saying, I'm coming in here and I want to basically show you that this is rebirth. We're not staying the same. This is the depth. This is covering our feelings. It's it's very dangerous to kind of cover your feelings too long, because then all of a sudden it just blurts out, right? Think about that. You ever kind of like been so mad at someone? It's an easy way to look at it, but so mad, and then bang, you just say what you want to say. It's the same way when you have feelings, and good feelings for someone, because I feel like someone has good feelings for someone, see? And I think they have good feelings for someone. This is the base of the root of their emotions or their logic. So whatever this is, Virgo, I think someone has good feelings, and they really want, the little birdie wants to tell them, they want to say something. See, they're holding back. All these cards are in reverse. Not a bad thing. Don't ever look at it like negative, or when the cards are in reverse on my readings. I read it as more of think of it like roads, right? Lattice. And what this is telling us is this is an angelic holding back. Like somebody saying, hey, it doesn't feel like the right time. I shouldn't do it. This isn't correct. And that's all this is. It's like Pisces energy saying there's a lot of hidden energy here. Moon, Libra, hidden. I'm telling you, there's something hidden here, and there's like, they want to say something. You have the 2 swords, and they want to say something, and that right now they're being very patient, very polite about it. Like, no, thank you. This isn't for me. Right? And there's a regret that's going to be sitting here. And I think they're carrying the regret. Ironically, they're the ones carrying that regret. This other person that you might be interested, that doesn't seem to be acting, that seems to be just holding back, Virgo, the person that doesn't seem to be doing anything, the person that you would like them to do more, like take more action. They're not acting. They're not doing anything, because the cups that you would love them to communicate with, love them to say, hey, look, I sent this, and it's just kind of been left on red, left on red, left on red. Really? And so that's what's been happening, is that now we're left into the holding pattern, because you're like, I can't do anything else. It's like, no, thank you. And I don't know if they're telling you no, thank you, or if it's just teaching you strength to hold back, And that whole back is teaching you a power, teaching you an ability. It's the attraction part of life. It's the ability to say, hey, let's make this more about attraction and less about communication. And that's a very big difference in most of my readings, because I love getting those cups, because that's going to bring in the attraction, the cup, the ultimate cup, because they want to be attracted, not just communicated with. And so the cups come in later. Like, we have plenty of cups. The universe says we have plenty of cups. We have ways to communicate. This is not that. This is about teaching attraction. You know, and there it is. They'll come in. They'll come. This person or this communication or relationship will come in. Right now, it's not alignment, because the holding back is almost super confusing and very like misunderstood. This is top of the hill. Like it's kind of like best of the best victory. It's like coming home after the war, saying, "Look at there's our victor." Six of Wands is Leo strength energy, and that's really reiterating that we have to kind of reiterate and look back at what it is, Virgo, that you had been doing to get to this amazing place over the last, say, 2 to 3 years, maybe even 6 years. Whatever it was, you got here because you had to alternate into this place. You're not the same person. Like, you worked your way into here, but you're the 10 of Pentacles. You're the 9. This is you right here. That's your Virgo energy. So it's telling us you got the base, the root of how you got here was by refusing or holding back from taking too much action. You know when it's the appropriate time, and the universe is telling you, soul tribe first, people who matter first. It's take action. So that Empress energy, that Aries energy, that Queen of Wands energy is about really building a stability first for you, because if you don't have a stable foundation, how can you operate? How can you truly be a people pleaser? Let's be honest. How can you truly help people? How can you look at your past life and look at the spirituality? How can you look at that intuitive side of you if you can't be into your Empress energy? How can you help people if you can't get into that part of yourself? Because you're really helping people find themselves, and it's you and this other person that are both out in the cold, but you can't help them find themselves. I think there's a brand new start coming in. There's your, I'm telling you, there's your wish granted, and there's that messenger. The universe says we're skirting around this as we get the duality of the 9 of Cups with the 9 of Cups. That's 18 cups. You know how much abundance that is? I think maybe someone might message you. I think this King of Cups might message you, or this person, or the Scorpio energy might pick up on the cups, because this person might be saying, hey, I'm sending you messages, because pages are always messengers, and you might be picking up on these signs or messages or the synchronicities or symbols, Virgo. I think somebody might be interested in you, and I'm not saying it's career or money. I think it's more a romantic situation, being very honest. Let me pull here for you. Page of Wands again. Yeah, their messages are different than cups. They're not coming in like, hey, what's up? It's very different. The way they communicate is very different, because you have page, and it's coming in. That's how they communicate. They communicate through feelings, synchronicities, talking through the universe, controlling that sign. Like, you know, when a song comes on and that feeling that comes along, that's what it is. So I really feel like this person is for you. Look, I think they're really, really for you. There is more or less the confirmation. There's that Pisces energy. By springtime, you're going to have a super clean cut understanding saying, yep, now I know why. The moon disappears and all of that hidden energy is gone. Like, you're not questioning anymore. You're not questioning if they really are for you. Because I think that there's a moment of there's that Virgo energy coming in. I'm sorry, the Hermit energy, Virgo energy. It's that energy. It's your energy, but it's that energy that comes in saying, what is this? And you're trying to analyze everything. And the universe says you can't analyze everything. Some of this is just feelings. How do you analyze love? Like, I guess that's the bluntest, most easiest way. How do you analyze a new relationship that's built on love and feelings? When someone walks up to you, Virgo, right? Or when this happens, you know, even in a movie, I love a movie with like beautiful storyline. They walk up and they just caress the face, and they lean in and whisper in the ear, I love you, I missed you, and walk away. Nothing else, right? Like, that was it. How do you analyze that? Do you analyze that? Let me know below in the comments, because I'm always curious to see what different signs would think about stuff like that. And do yourself a huge favor. Check out your moon, your rising, your Venus. Check out all the parts of your natal chart. I consolidate stuff together because I want you to be able to access all of this. I want you to be able to get to the entire parts of your natal chart. It helps me understand where you're at, what you've been doing, how you've operated. And you're a very key, integral part of the earth signs. But as we move on here, and I keep moving to the next signs, I want to let you know that you have changed. You've definitely changed and grown over the last, say, month. But I see even the last, say, 6 months to a year, there's been a lot of evolution in your life, and you see it too. So hit that thumbs up, claim it, let yourself be known, let yourself be seen. Because up next, we're going to read for those, are they your sisters? Are the Capricorn your brothers? I don't know. But Capricorn is up next. How are you guys doing, Capricorn? Thank you for being here. And as we were talking about this earlier, it's one of those things that I get into and I try to dive into as much as I can. I do the double tarot deck, right? So now I'm pulling from this double tarot deck, and then what I'll do is I'll come back and then we'll read for the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. But this here is going to give us a sense of urgency, sense of immediacy to what's actually happening here. Capricorn, oh Capricorn. So I'm always curious to see what shows up in this Capricorn reading here. Ooh, that was Capricorn right there. That was definitely Capricorn. I think we're ready to go. Actually, let me get a sip of some iced tea. But if you haven't done so, do yourself a favor, hit the thumbs up, like the channel before we get started here. Let me know that you're enjoying this. But I really enjoy having you guys here. You got to keep the fluids going, because you know what happens for me? My throat starts going at the end. It's like it's really rough. Delicious though. All right. But just if you didn't see that, actually what I did is I started to get the cards together. I'm like, huh. I'm like, what is that? Two of Pentacles jumped right out. The Emperor's out here. The Akashic Emperor. So this could be a masculine. It could be a powerful masculine, but it does come in with the Aries energy. It really does. It comes in with the masculine Aries energy. But it could be a person, could be another person, but I really believe it's a partnership. Mid-deck pull, you watch me pull. But what it's showing me immediately, I mean, what are the odds of pulling these two together? It's saying, hey, we're matching up. We're trying to match or align with that perfect partner. We're trying to get together with that perfect alignment. And maybe we're trying to find that, or we have that perfect partner, we're just not in alignment. Maybe we're just trying to find that alignment. That's passion, that's connection, that's creation, that's process. The Akashic Emperor is saying, hey, I'm going through the Akashic records trying to build and create. And what I see here for the Empress is they're saying, hey, I want my soul to expand. I want to grow. I want to build. And this could be either one of you, right? This could be either parts of you. You could be on the other side of this. This could be a moment of clarity as we head into December and January. But this is a lot of fire energy saying we're going in there. King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Yeah, wow. This looks really good for you, Capricorn. A lot of growth, a lot of mindset. It's honestly like this pillar. This is a pillar being decided or built from the universe, from the top down, saying, hey, whatever this is being put in place. Powerful, masculine. King of Pentacles could be a father figure, honestly. Could be a father-like figure. But you're finding your wow. You're finding your feminine is what I was just about to say. And it's clarifying, because when you find that feminine, you find your angelic side, right? And you're building. So you're tapping this masculine King of Pentacles, wise investor, to kind of grow your own universe, your own life. And this could be a partner. It could be a long-term partner. And honestly, we're so close to being divine partners. This is about love, a relationship. This could honestly be an older male. It could be an older partner. It could be an older partner in general, but it's really growing something into something brand new. And that's what this is. It's working on it, or going in, or getting a new job, or work related to. It has saying, hey, we're looking at everything in a big scope. We're saying, hey, if I have that grand scope, then I can kind of fine tune it. We're not just working with the microscope. We're looking at everything in the big grand scheme, because if this is working this way, the universe says, I'm on your side. Money glitch initiated, right? So if you have the money glitch and you have the T-Stain Tarot, which is basically saying the universe is skipping cosmic and going right to you, it's saying that you have infinite money already. No matter what happens from here on out, you have infinite money. That's what this is telling me, Capricorn. So obviously, no matter what happens, you have infinite money. The works here, you have a lot of money, but this is the outcome. Money starts to come in, or you start to invest money out is probably more like it, because you have unlimited money, right? Imagine going to your bank account and every day it's 5% more, and then it's 5% more, 5% more. So that $100 becomes 1,000, and the 1,000 becomes 10,000, and 10 to 100. Everyone's like, I love that. I buy a TV. No, like this is, you keep reinvesting it to make it become 5% becomes 100% more. And that's what ends up happening. Your intuition's telling you you're tapping into something that's really profound. It's wealth energy. It's wealth engine energy. And that's what I see for you, Capricorn, because it's starting to give you sense of like growth and grant. It's like you have 1, 2, 3 sets of crops, 3 levels of income, just so you know, because this is wise investor, fertile, and patriarchal. And the Queen of Wands is the secret. Oh my gosh, this is like, oh my God. That is also the Empress. It's the Empress, but it's in the Queen of Wands disguise. It's like saying, hey, I don't want to go out being super, the Queen of Wands, oh my God. It's so like, there's a story about Queen Elizabeth. This is the best way to explain it to you guys so you guys could fully wrap your heads around this, Capricorn. Queen Elizabeth there was a couple Americans visiting from Texas in England, and they were in London, and so they said to this old lady walking, they said, hey, how are you? And they started talking to her. She goes, hey, how are you? And they started talking, and they were just like a hike in London. And they said, where do you live? She goes, I live in Windsor. And she goes, at this place. And they start talking to her, and then they left. And I guess one of her guards said it was the Queen. It was the Queen of England, but they didn't even recognize her. And it's just so crazy. But she loved it because she was just a regular person. And this is how I always equate that Queen of Wands as the Empress coming down into that regular person. It's the sneakiness, but for a purpose. Saying, for once in my life, I can be regular. Right? Because everyone treats them like with royalty. And that's the difference, is because the Americans are like, hey, what's up? It's the universe saying, no, you're still, I see you. You still have to be, a regular person. And that's the benefit here. You have very, very rare energy. Just to be very honest. There's 2 moons here. There's 2 empresses here. There's a King of Pentacles, and then there's an Emperor. It could be 2 people, 2 males, 2 females. It could be 2 moons. But I see we have passion and we have this. It's almost like 2 different masks, to be very honest. It's like you approach people 2 different ways. But at the core, the raw of who you are is you are an empress through and through. Very lovable, very caring, very divine, very powerful. Like you don't change who you are. You just are who you are. And that's what makes it fascinating. It's the Queen of Pentacles energy. It's this match. It's your divine match to this. Your divine match to that, you know what I'm saying? And we're probably going to even pull the King of Wands soon, because it's telling us, once we start looking, and it doesn't want us to look too much into it, it's really the dual moons. It's saying, hey, why do we have 2 moons? Because we don't need the lantern. Where other people need artificial light, we use our internal light to think about what you do this, Capricorn. When someone's lying to you, can you just tell? Can you just tell if someone's lying, right? That's this King of Pentacles energy saying, hey, look at it like this. It's like an imbalance. You have an imbalance of power, and you will not stop, and you have this imbalance of power. Money's coming in. Capricorn, you're going to have a lot of money coming in relatively soon. You tap the infinite wealth glitch, whatever this is. Passion, money, and wealth comes in, and love and happiness. This is Capricorn energy. There's the 3 of Pentacles. By end of December 31st, you're going to be looking really good with your money. Really, really good, just so you know. I think whatever it is, something's starting to pay off. Life lesson. I think you just said, I don't care. Life lesson. Let it happen. Let it happen. Let it happen. And that Queen of Swords is Libra energy, Libra justice. Probably by September, you were leaning into it. This is recent past, just so you know. But see, it's sneaky. It's almost like you use your intuition. You can actually see there's this pile of money, right? But underneath it was what? Is what? That's 7 of Swords. It feels like Aquarian energy. It's going to get bigger and better. I think you were looking as far out as February. What was it telling you as far as February? Look at, again, what are you collecting? All the King of Pentacles? 1, 2, 3 Kings of Pentacles. Are you making money? Wow, you are in charge. Large and in charge. You're making some good money. Claim this. Write it in the comments below. Let me know you saw this. Say, this is me. That's me. Money. because this is someone who has been saying, I am making money. And you felt it. You must have felt it by January, February. You said, I know there's a bag of money for me. You know, you weren't afraid to say, hey, I'll wait a little bit. I know I have to wait a little bit. I'm okay with that, because this is locking in your happiness, your future, your divine partnership, because this is setting the stage for the new version of you. That version of you who existed is no longer even there. It's so different. It's very different. So Capricorn, what you've been doing, and I'm going to probably pull one more card because I'm super curious about this cosmic life lesson, because these are 2 cosmic keys. But what it's telling me is there's something that's, it's this card here. It wants to hide. It's you've been fighting this change. You don't want this change. You've been fighting it. Angelically, it says it knows it's waiting for you, waiting. And I'm going to leave it on that, because you have to answer for this. Why have you been fighting this? There's winning at all costs, and then there's just going with the flow. But you have been fighting at all costs. Aquarian-like energy, right? It's that star seed, clarity, need to know, need to control. But do you need to control? Do you need to control everything? Money comes in, and if you just let it happen, you just go with the flow, Capricorn, and you just enjoy and embrace and stop trying to dictate, it's going to be a very different outcome. A very, very different outcome. And now you have forced me to do a lot of shuffling. So make sure you do me another favor and go check out your moon signs. Check out all of your chart here. Go check out the rising sign. As I try to hide these cards on myself. Like, good golly, you made this very difficult. You put all the King of Pentacles in one side of the tarot deck. Like, really? That's all you. Are they still here? No, and no. Okay. So all I'm going to do is I'm just trying to... Then I'm going to just do a couple splits and hides and stuff. But really, let me know what you think about this. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought, because Capricorn, amazing. Gemini, curiosity. I think you're like, what was that? Which is cool, right? All right. This. I'm going to clear this for half a moment. But yeah, let's make sure to check out all of that natal chart. Let's check out everything. So I'm gonna just try to clean this deck up a little bit, because it is now overloaded. I don't know how that happened. They normally wouldn't have to do this. I'm just trying to shuffle these decks together a little bit. Not trying to pause the station identification. Not trying to pause for station identification. Just was like, if I just did the Capricorn reading, I was like, whoa, like that's crazy. We'll leave it. That was very smooth. That was slick. All right. I think I'm good enough. I think I gotta snipe some of these out of here. And from here. All right. I think we're good. I think we're good. Actually, no, this is still big here. Kind of messed up my old system here, but we're good. We're good. I think we're good. All right. If you're enjoying what you're seeing and you're loving what you're hearing, do me a huge favor and let people know that I'm out here. That's one of the best things you could do, honestly. Because as I roll through the readings and I try to make this more prominent and let you guys know I'm out here, I love to share this, because this is only a piece of the channel. This isn't the entire channel. This is like a small portion. So as I roll into like this part of the Gemini, I tell everybody, I'm like, hey, check out the entire part of your chart. Don't just focus on sun. Yeah, sun is important, right? But then you have the moon, the rising, the Venus. You have all these other parts of your chart we don't even really get into. But some of you might. I ask you to do that, so the links below, do yourself a favor, look at all of that. But we're going to look at all the Gemini, the Libra, the Aquarius, and then we'll move into Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But this is where it gets really fun. So I'm going to go back. I'll reread. I'll take deck 1 and deck 4. And we're going to create a tarot deck, a monster tarot deck, unlike anything that's ever been seen this side of the Mississippi. But really, we're gonna look at this, and we're gonna dive in. We're gonna see what comes out. This could be money, career, finance, love. Usually, love comes out because we're always thinking about love. Most of us want that attention. We want that feels. We want that we want that deep kiss. We want to know that someone desires us. They can't live without us, right? We love that feeling. But Gemini, this is for you. Let's see what you get. Let's see what actually pops out for you. Okay, Gemini. Be sure to check out all of that part of your chart. And if you haven't done so, hit that like button. First card out for you, though. Ooh. Money. It could be money coming in, angelic money. I feel like there's someone keeping an eye on you, or you feel like someone's watching you, or there's two people here and there's another person. Maybe it's you and somebody else. A child. Two dogs. Very interesting. Maybe someone's keeping an eye on you, or you're watching somebody. That's an interesting thing. There's a trigger point. Something just happened. We're in that moment right now, just so you know. This card right here, the Eight of Wands, it was reflective of 11/23 to December 2nd. So that could be the trigger point or the moment it happened. But this is a T-Stain Tarot. It skips me completely. It says, hey, heads up. Like, I don't want you to miss this really key important thing. Logic says, that's when everything triggered. See, here's the wand. That was when the passion fired off. That's why we're in a moment of passion right now with this Gemini. So that's why this is feeling like somebody's watching or somebody's like kind of holding back. And that's what it is. See? Gemini lover. There it is. So there's a Gemini kind of holding back. They're refusing to see, refusing to take action. And they're almost like saying, I know, but I don't want to. They know so much, but they don't have the complete package. Patience is really a virtue for them, and I mean that because the Temperance energy comes in with the Sag energy. It's almost like they're being triggered by Sagittarius energy. Whatever this is, the Sag or the Sag fire, that energy is really firing them up. Whatever that is, it's honestly the patience of the Sag is what's really getting them going. Secondarily, there could be Libra or Libra also in the chart, or Libra in this person's chart that you're interested in, or there's an interest in. Angelically, that's the other half of this. It says that's what the $1 million payday. So this person could have Libra in their chart as well. If you ever looked at it, it could be, but they're thinking about you. You're the balance. There's a Strength card. This plays out in a really wonderful way because there's a Gemini sign right there. This is saying somebody's holding back or holding back from the other person. T-Stain Tarot, it skips me. It's saying, hey, this is how it is. Somebody is really holding back. And I mean holding back. Holding back. We have the Taurus energy. We have that like wise investor, Hierophant. This is that moment of saying, hey, it could be Tarot. So maybe you're dealing with a Taurus. Maybe you have a Taurus in your chart, or maybe there's Taurus in the chart. But this feels like this patience in Taurus, wise investing, kind of like holding off until it's just right. There's that Queen of Wands. I love the Queen of Wands because it comes in with that 3-2-1 Aries energy. It also comes in with the Empress Emperor energy, saying underneath it all, this has happened. This is past life. This is meant to have taken hold or taken part. What else do we have here? Let's keep going because I'm super curious to see. King of Wands, King of Swords. Oh, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. I get you. Oh, okay, I get it. Because they're saying that we could take the King of Swords could take this wand and become a King of Wands. I get you. Huh. They just have to pick up the wand. I think I understand. King of Swords is typically Aquarian energy. It could be also Aquarian saying, hey, by January 20th, this hat takes effect. But that $1 million payday, I would say, the patience, is this King of Swords, Aquarian energy taking hold. See, they're working on it. Someone's working on it. Money's slowly starting to come in. And we're looking towards the future, or somebody, this Libra energy is looking towards the future who has this other person always on their mind. Always on their mind. And we're leading with regret, which is not a good sign. That Scorpio energy is regret. It's not a good place to be. It's like, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Can't, won't, will not. You know, it's that moment of I shoulda, woulda, coulda. And it's really dangerous because that Cancer energy is sitting there at the moment of I can take over. So there's a danger here because this Cancer energy wants to come in, wants to take over. I don't know if this is a worry for you, Gemini, but maybe I'll take a look at the Cancer energy. But the Cancer is definitely saying, hey, the universe is like warning you, Gemini, there's a Cancer in the wings. Is this like, oh, there's another person? No. The universe says, if you keep messing around, there's a Cancer that's going to take this. And that's what it feels like. There's a Cancer that's going to mess with you. A Cancer that will take this away. And that's why this Queen of Wands was so fascinating to me. Because it's like you have the power to do what you want, and you holding back is doing nothing. Like, no action is not an action. Like, you're sitting in regret saying, yeah, I know. You can't just bank on past life with this relationship with this person that you're talking about. Gemini, you can't say, wow, I know there's a connection. That's good enough. This person needs to know, or this person you're thinking about and wanting to go with, they need some kind of notification from you, like, that this is real. Like, you're just counting on spirituality to run this. This is you. That's the only night to be moving. Gemini lovers takes action. But whoever that is, you have to make some kind of action towards them saying, I know there's intuition here, but I also know I do want you. If you do want this person, because that's going to show clarity, Akasha clarity, because they're getting signs, but they're seeing nothing out of your, or you're showing nothing, or I feel like honestly, I feel like it's you. I don't know if it is. It could be. Maybe it's a duality, but this is saying you're holding back. This is Gemini. Somebody's holding back, and I really feel like it could be you. You don't want to cause a problem, cause a fight by moving, and that's what it is. Queen of Wands again. The deck doesn't lie. It says you're banking on past life. You are banking on past life. You're saying, well, there's definitely past life, so I know I'm good. I'm safe. It's like, it's not a checkpoint. It's not a checkpoint. The universe is going to say, no. But they're also investing. This King of Pentacles, Taurus energy, invest. They're going to keep pushing forward. You holding off and saying, I'll sit here and wait. They're going to move forward, and you've already seen it. That person has already pushed forward. Passion comes in. So I don't know what it is you're afraid of. I don't know if you're afraid of the passion, afraid of the connection, but this has a relationship coming in soon, very soon, for this person that you're interested in, because Queen of Pentacles energy is really, really reiterating that this is destined for December. And I think that's what's not being said. Wow. Fascinating. But this Queen of Pentacles, I think you're feeling this too, that there's something coming down, brand new start. So I think the person that you're interested in may actually start dating someone in December. They might actually start looking for someone or dating someone in that December month. Because Queen of Pentacles is really, to be straight up, is December 22nd to January 19th. It's the Capricorn timeline, just so you know. I think they'll wait. I think they're going to wait a little bit longer. They're going to hold off for you. But there's going to be a moment of clarity that they say, hey, look, if this isn't happening, it's not happening. If we're friends, we're friends. I think you're already talking to this person, or you're already acquainted with this person, but they look at it as, hey, if that's right there, December 31st. That's all. That's all it is. Gemini, it's not to be heartbroken. It's just saying if you're not interested, or they're not interested, then move on. And that's all this is. They're feeling like. And this could be you. Like, it says warning you. If this person is not interested, then just move on. And it's okay. It takes the power back. And that's how they're operating. They operate very much in a spiritual lens, saying, I know that my signs are, it's like this. They say, I know my signs operate, telling me this, and this. Right? Just like we got the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. And then there's so many more signs here. But it's that clarity. It's operating in truth, saying, we're just going to operate in truth then. Let me know what you think of this. I'm very curious. It seems like it just was kind of like, oh, let me also say. Let me also say. So I love that. I love that it was just being very clear and very truthful in the reading and letting us know what we need to know in these readings. And this might be just someone who's coming in for you as well. But I feel like it was more like you already know this person, and there's almost like a holding off, or I'm not sure what to do. So if you haven't done so, do yourself a bigger favor. Take a look at your moon, your rising, and any parts of your natal chart. That's where you can really start to see what else is happening. If you know the cross-watcher energy on this reading in particular, then look at that. Then look at that other person and say, hey, do I know their entire chart? Do I can look at all of that? And it's going to be fascinating because there's going to be some kind of overlay here. Especially when you start looking at the moon and the emotions and stuff, it really helps you understand the entire chart. But leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you've seen. Let me know what you felt. Share the channel. Let people look at it. Let people explore it. And we can go from there. We can keep exploring our own energy, right? But with that, I keep moving on, and I look at the Libra energy up next. And I'm very happy to read for Libra, because Libra has this interesting energy too. I always say to people, I say, when I read for Libra, I'm always immediately looking for that Queen of Swords. I'm looking for that Justice card. But the 2, the 3, the 4s of Swords, they're very, even those cards, The Two of Swords is the one with the person with their arms crossed, and then a blindfold. How is that not justice energy? How's that not justice energy? Libra, right? Like, right? So if you haven't done so, do me a favor, take a look at the entire natal chart, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, please do me a huge favor, or become a member, right? When you're here and you're hanging out, it allows me to see you guys were here and you enjoyed the content, but leave a comment. That's the best thing to let other people know that what you thought. And that's what I love to see on all of these readings.
You were never lost, just returning. The past remembers you through the pain, through the light, through the years you disappeared.
Ooh, interesting. All right, Libra. Do this. Do this. Strength. Lovers, Gemini energy. That's Leo, that's Gemini. We have a little bit of messenger energy coming in. It's really creative messenger. It's fiery messenger. But when I see the Page of Wands in that strength position, that's the tip of the spear. It says it's about past life. Everything has to be driven. Libra says justice is brought in through it's the justice of it's the universe's justice, really, right? Does it feel right? Gemini lover energy, it's a curiosity kid saying, does it feel right? We have messengers coming in, a lot of messages coming around you at this moment here, Libra. I like this for you. Relationship change also happening. Could be good, could be bad, but I feel like love comes in. Obviously, we have the relationship with the Scorpio energy coming in. So Libra, you could be facing a Gemini Scorpio energy coming in. There also has this a little bit of strength energy, showing that strength and that Leo energy. Someone holding back could be this Gemini as well. A lot of Gemini here. A lot of Gemini, Scorpio. Someone sees the endings and sees the way they see it. If that's the way they see it, look at that. I'm like, crazy, right? Mid deck pull. You guys can go back and rewatch it. They see the ending the way you see it, but they're not telling you they see it the same way. That relationship's changing, and you say, "Yeah, I see them with me." How fascinating is it that someone's not holding back? Like, you're not holding back, but they are. So they can at any time open the floodgates and say, hey, I'll tell you how I feel now. Brand new relationship starts. So whoever this is, Libra, someone is very much interested in you, but hasn't told you. And I feel like they're holding back. Past life energies telling them they're on the verge of telling you. And you know, like, you must have already confessed or said something or slipped or gave them some kind of hint, because they know you're into them. They know you're into them because I have the feelings already there. But now that leaves them in the power of saying, hey, I can hold back longer. I don't have to say anything. I'm in control. Past life says, oh, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. So what ends up happening is, I think that you might even have this happen before. Maybe somebody else came in. You guys got close to dating before. Or maybe you had this happen before where you got close to dating someone like this. And then you started dating someone else. And they were like, because they sat on their hands too long. Yeah, fast moving action. This is a lightning bolt strike. Bang, it hits. And that's really good because it's that cup. It says, hey, look, the pain came out of it. Like, hey, like they weren't expecting it, and all of a sudden you were with somebody. It reminds me of like a group of friends, and the two friends really like each other, and these friends, and one of the friends starts dating somebody else out of the friend group. Something like that. But that's all it tells me. It tells me, but their intuition was never preparing them for this. This was that void, the darkness, the shadow work. They weren't ready for this, Libra. That Libra energy that you came in with saying, no, this wasn't fair. You can't keep me hanging forever. Past life says I have choice, and then you did. And that's what ended up happening. Or something happened where they felt this before in another relationship. And the brand new start has to come in because they know if they hold on too long, there's a new start going to happen with you. The Wheel of Fortune is you. They're lucky to have you, and you're lucky to have them. At this moment, it is very good. It's like, wow, we're so lucky to have each other. But if there's a balance there before they ruin it. Remember how I said to get back together? Because they felt that maybe this is now, but I felt like there was a get back together moment, or they feel like, hey, we have to get back together, or they should be getting back together. And that's that. That's the Eight of Cups energy. Eight of Cups is the moon, Pisces. It's Princess or Prince Charming. It's the Knight of Cups. It's like I'm walking away with things that don't serve me. All these people like, hey, what's up? Hey, all the people that talked, the how do you say it? The people that text you that don't matter, that are just kind of using it to fill their own cups. Those people, it's going to be a tower moment to them, but not to you. And it's a moment saying, take this, own this. A long-term marriage is a long-term investment, is a long-term growth. When you're looking at the King of Pentacles, when you're looking at this, you're looking at the Curiosity Kid that says maybe there's an imbalance, but I think this is like you both know that the world cards matter. You're both saying, hey, we're getting into this lover's energy, but this matters because you want it. You both are offering this relationship, marriage, love, money, happiness. But it's not one, it's all. It's saying we're going to get there. But somebody's saying, no, thank you. I'll wait. No, thank you. I'll wait. And that's where it's like, what? What the hell? And your intuition's saying, let's do an intuition check on this, right? It's like, man, it's so fascinating because it reminds me of like something that's about to crash. And they're like, we have a runway open. They're like, no, not yet. Like, what? What are you doing? Like, what do you mean, not yet? And so it's about to kind of backfire on this person. They're running in that Gemini lover energy. They're running in that heartbreak energy or get caught in their own head energy. See? It's very clear to me on my side of things, Libra, but someone's interested in you and they have to say something to you because you've kind of, as your Libra self, let's be honest with each other. In your Libra energy, yes or no, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment below. But are you not a balanced, caring person? Are you not just that wonderful, most wonderful intellectual saying, hey, I'll talk. Like, hey, I'll be honest with you. I'll go with truth. And the part of you there's so that I'll call it tolerant. But you also, either they or them, parts of the situation has been procrastinated way too long. And this romantic part of this has been overextended. And the easygoing, the fair-minded parts of you has left this indecisive parts like you want this person, they want you, the stuff that's hidden, but the stuff that's not decided. I honestly don't know what to tell you. I feel like it's like this person's waiting as much as you are waiting for them, and you guys haven't made a decision. I don't know if someone's like just leaving someone on red but it's honestly like there's a hang up on this communication on this cup because there's no response back. Because look, I'll show you what I mean. Message comes in, no thank you, and the cup's just left hanging. It's like, whoa. It's like a heartfelt message comes in and it's like, no thank you, comes out of it. And we have this Empress like, oh, it fills the cup. Empress like, I feel so good, thank you. I won't say anything to you, but thank you. The Akashic Record says, no, this is meant to happen like this. So this Libra energy, this might be putting you in that like overthinking, spiraling. Is it over? Am I done with this? Sneaky. Why need to find out more? Look at that. Yeah, look at this. It's like the same cards, guys. Look at this. Same ad. Oh my God, isn't that crazy? I just buried the other ones by moving everything around. But look, you go back and rewatch it, you'll see. Like, it's the same cards. The same cards. Isn't that really freaky? It's a fear of judgment. Maybe by others, by the ultimate judgment, by everybody. Empress energy, Emperor energy, meaning that don't want to change anything but don't want to lose anybody. Wow. If you wanted my opinion, Libra, this person that we're talking about is a fearful avoidant. Okay? They're a fearful avoidant. Or they have emotional attachment issues. Something like they've never dated. I don't know. I don't want to be mean, but I feel like they're not into dating. Where you're into like, let's have this one-to-one conversation, you know? And it feels like they're just not there yet. They're super indecisive. That's part of the problem. They're very indecisive, and it's like, and the unpredictable part of them is very weird. And it could be nervousness. I don't know. But that's why I tell you to check out the entire natal chart. I don't say, hey, don't lock in on the sun sign. Look at the moon, the rising, the Venus, any parts of the natal chart. So look below. The links are below. It gets you access to all of that and the timestamps. Come back, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are enjoying or not enjoying this. I really would love to know. But what I've been doing, I'm going to come back. I'll do the live readings. I put this together, and it's interesting to see because when you guys are leaving the comments, I know that you're enjoying I know that you guys are enjoying this content, and you're looking for more of this. This is if it resonates, okay? Because somebody's trying to rattle your cage. That's the truth. Somebody's trying to get to you because you're so calm. You're so unrattled. And I love that part of you. I love that part for you, and I want you to understand that this is really good for you. You're in that place where you shouldn't have to worry. But Libra, this is gonna be up for you, and then leave a comment. Let me know, because I'm always curious to see what you guys think. I really, really am. But as we go on here, we keep moving forward. We're gonna go into the Aquarius energy, and I love reading for all signs, especially the Aquarius. And I talk about this all the time. But I'm Aquarius. I'm Aquarius sun, so it's fun to see what actually comes out of this. But anything's possible. You never know. It's a general read. We can't attach anything to it. We're just gonna let it happen. But this here is a monster tarot deck. It's 2 tarot decks out of 6 combined, pre-shuffled, shuffled over and over and over and over. I can't really keep keep track of tarot cards, so I have them set up in these 6 piles here, so I can kind of grab at them quick. But we don't know what's gonna pop here. So do yourself a favor, and like I say to everybody, go look at the moon, your rising, your sun. Look at all the charts, and then come back and look at everything else. And as I tell everyone, look at all the content on the channel, the teaching content, all of the Zodiac that I've done before, or even look at that like Cosmic's Codex or Beyond the Veil. That stuff also. But Aquarius, let's take a look here. Let's really let's dial this in and really see what's going to happen here, because after this we'll dial up and we'll find out what's going on with those water signs. Right? Let me do this. Let me get a sip of some iced tea first, so I can keep this throat going for a little bit longer. All right. Whoa. Aquarius. That's Aquarius energy. This is a tower moment. This is an Akashic tower moment, just so you know. So you're going through some feels. You're going through some emotions right here. 5 of Swords typically is battle, or battling with people, or people are fighting with you, or you feel like your people are fighting with you. You could be going through this. It's intellectual, just so you know. People kind of abusive relationships comes out of the 5. Top down, it could be almost like people are just kind of causing problems, giving you a tower moment, just so you know, be careful. So you're holding back logically, like, I don't want any more problems than I already have, so I'm not going to open up to people. That could be very rare, but it could be. Yeah, look, it could be a coworker, could be someone you work with, could be someone you like to work with, or someone you would enjoy working with. The tower moment comes in, and this is like holding back. I don't know why we're going through this, but it looks like this is how it happens here. So maybe this is a work or co-worker situation. Queen of Cups comes in here underneath the, going through it underneath it all. Could be Cancer energy, could be feelings, could be nurturing, could be holding back feelings. But usually that cup in that position says the universe is saying, hey, no, the cup's coming off, that cover falls off. So as we keep looking here, this is someone's trying to logically holding back, or you're holding back, and you're looking into the feelings. Whatever this Queen of Cups is, this Queen of Cups has Cancerian energy, or offers Cancerian feelings, the nurturing side of things, and that's usually what it is. But we have this judgment or no judgment zone. Maybe we're afraid about being judged, or there's a lot of people who try to come in, or fighting to come in, and that's where the judgment is. Maybe it's you and somebody else. Usually this is the Cancerian energy, just so you know. Page of Pentacles is you maybe very emotionally or happy. You're in the emotional happy zone. I know this is crazy because logically things are getting kind of weird. But this one pentacle that you're holding on to, this one thing, this one sign, this one moment, you're basically working till 10 pentacles, $1 million payday. There's that one pentacle. See what I'm saying? Because you had 8, 9, 10. I could feel the other one coming in. So it's like, honestly, as your emotions are kind of up and down and all over the place, it's actually recalibration energy, which is fascinating to see. So you're going through recalibration energy, and it seems like this depth of the water, or whoever this is, it could be a Cancer who's in your life. They're really helping. They're helping with this courage, this ability, and this could be a water sign energy. It also could be Pisces. It could be Scorpio. We'll see more about this. But this is you're bringing attention to this person because it helps. Not holding back. This also has a little bit of Pisces energy in there too. But we're getting into that moment of saying, pausing to get reflection back in. Gemini lover. So could be a Cancer, could be a water sign falling in love. There could be that. There's a 5 of Cups, Scorpio energy coming in. So this definitely has water in their chart, or there's water in the chart that's falling in love. That's see, the relationship, marriage. They definitely want long term. There's a relationship coming in. Could be out of the work or through the workplace, marriage. So this definitely feels like a relationship is brewing out of this. It feels like you might be having somebody interested in long-term relationship. Has Cancerian, has Gemini in the chart. It has, as you have W for wedding, has marriage. We have the marriage here. But somebody's coming into it with regrets. Someone's coming into it with regrets. Like it might be two separate people. We'll find out here in a second. Intuition's telling us that this is two different pillars of the same building. But it really is. It feels like it's two set. This is two separate people. It's not you. You're the tower moment. This is you. That's your Aquarian. You're the tower moment for two separate people. See, they're showing me. Look, see the red and the blue. The red and the blue. You're a tower moment for the Gemini. You're a tower moment for the Cancerian. You're like on Valentine's Day. What do you do? Kind of thing. That's your Valentine's Day card. There's your King of Wands energy, strength energy. Your ability to kind of hold true or be stable or emotionally stable has been resilient. Has been the ability for a lot of people who don't know what to do with that. That's been really powerful. This stability here, that little the lizard's kind of like someone's had your ear. You always use one or two confidants, and that's amazing. You keep your circle small, essentially. Walking away from what no longer serves you. 8 of Cups energy. We talk about the cups all the time as emotions, as water, partnership, romance, relationships. But in the 8 is really a withdrawal, saying, hey, moving on. Just maybe the feeling of abandonment. So maybe one or two of them felt abandoned, or maybe a couple people felt abandoned from you, Aquarius. Maybe you felt abandoned, or they felt abandoned from you. But there's a relationship that comes in. So the abandonment is about the marriage, saying they don't want to be abandoned during marriage, and that could be. Maybe they want to make sure this is going to be long term and not just part time. Temperance says patience is the only key to this. That's the only way to get there. That's how you get there. It's letting the universe communicate for you on your behalf, right? Not doing more, doing less, and understanding that less is okay. That's a big difference. Because it's the balance, it's the harmony, it's the patience. Can you have self-control? Can you have that moderation? I don't know. Because there's the Gemini again. There's that King of Wands. There's that Leo drive. Because there's one person who's thinking and you're just doing your thing. And I think that's the thing, is you end up king of the hill, but there's a little imbalance here. You can actually see the shoes. You can see they're up here. And then with that moment, you're realizing Leo is underneath it all too. There's probably a third party person. Gemini lover energy here. Princess or Prince Charming here. I'm telling you, there's a couple people interested in you. I think we picked up on these people last week. And the message is coming in. There's definitely a message. Could be fire sign. Could be fire in the chart. They could have fire somewhere in their chart. But this is past life messengers. 1 or 2 or 3 people. Let's go with 3 cards here. One's an Empress. One could have Gemini or a past lover, and one wants to take action on you. So one is more willing to take action on you. One looks like a past relationship trying to come back from the angelic fringes of ending, and one's an Empress that has yet to come out. I think they need more encouragement. Justice, time will tell. Time will tell. I don't think you have to do anything. I don't really think you have to do anything. I think you're just being yourself, because they're going to either come back as this Empress self, come back after this ex relationship, or take action on you. If that makes sense. If it does, let me know. I'm always curious to know what you guys think out there, because that's why I have the full chart. And there's the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. There's that Gemini lover energy, right? The curiosity kid. One of my favorite of all. Just being yourself, being that super curiosity kid. Because what it's telling me here, it's saying, look, be open to the messages, but don't overthink the messages, right? Allow those messages to come in. Allow that to happen, because people are going to overthink, are going to overdo their own thing anyway. They're going to be like, hey, this is... It's going to be tough for people because they're going to go their own direction anyway. So let's see here. Whoa, 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 whoa. But Aquarius, what I get out of this, what I personally pick up out of this, is something's happening. This is a victory on your side, okay? Let's be honest with each other. But more than the victory, this is about you recognizing something bigger for yourself, or more profound. Yeah, you're right. You're not meant to become more. You're meant to remember what you are. And when you're aligning with that force, you're aligning with that recognition. That's sensitivity. It's not a flaw. It's a doorway to something bigger. And that's all you have to do, is forgive yourself and free yourself. All right. Thank you. Check out all of the Zodiac, and be sure to check out your moon, your rising, your Venus, and all of the other parts of the chart, because it lets me see that you guys are enjoying all of this. Cancer, how are you? You're up next. Perfect. So I have to just do a little housekeeping here with these cards. But you are absolutely up next. All right. It's gonna be big. That's gonna be huge. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be big. This thing. Isn't that crazy? Look at the size of this. All right, let's get a sip of some iced tea here. We're going to get reading. Cancer, how are you? If you haven't been with me before, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being with me. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment as you're hanging out here. And do me a bigger favor. Share the channel. Let people know I'm around. Let people know this is free. Like it really is. It's a amazing time. If you hit that notification bell and you set it to all, you'll get all my content, the shorts, the teaching, the Beyond the Veil, my Cosmics Codex, where I get deeper, get more in tune with all of this deeper energy. All right. This is for you. Cancer, what do you... Oh, whoa. That could be me, though. That could be me. Let's be fair. Be fair. Let's let it happen. If it happens, it happens, right? Let's not push the energy. Ooh, justice. Libra justice. It feels fair, but it feels emotionally fair. I guess it's a better way to put it, right? So the justice card is one of those cards that comes in with it's familiar to the judgment energy, right? But it's earthly judgment. So when I pull this earthly judgment, it really comes in saying, hey, we have this moment of clarity. Saying it's Libra energy, it's that moment of saying I'm in that like what's it, the 2, 3, 4s of swords. And so that moment of 2, 3, 4s of swords gives us that chance of even that clarity. It's the harmonizer, right? It's trying to figure out where it's going. It's the Venus. It's the Venus energy meets Mercury energy. Do we stay or go? Am I locked up or am I going to keep going? And so when I get into this justice energy, it shows me that this is that ability to say, hey, it's a life path 11 energy. Am I going to show other people or keep going? But for you, there it is again, Queen of Swords, mid-deck pull. It's saying that you're going to keep staying in this Libra energy, this like figuring it out. You have somebody on your mind all the time. You want to reach out to somebody. This is balance, maintaining. You don't have all the information, but there's two strong pillars, red, fiery. You're definitely into whatever this is. Something here tells me that this is it feels like an emotional past current person. It feels weird. There's something clouded here. Dark horse candidate, something you never expected. Could be Virgo, also in the chart. But it's this dark horse candidate. Libra energy comes in with this justice energy, Page of Swords, Gemini Curiosity Kid energy, right? It really, it's the universe playing its own part. Like nobody has to tell you anything. You could say, I don't need you to say anything, and I already know the answer. Because whatever this is, the universe is teaching you a lesson over this relationship. There is the judgment. How fascinating is that? We just talked about, we have the earthly judgment, and we have the spiritual justice, right? So we have like both sides. We have the 5D and the 3D way of looking at this. So the universe says, hey, when you come up, when you get back, when you cross the veil and we're here, I'm like, hey, what's up? How are you? Let's talk about what happened. While you're here, you're going to get judged. While you're there, you're going to get judged. While you go over there, it's going to happen no matter what. So Curiosity Kid says, have a good time while doing it. Take your swings. Have a great time, because the King of Cups is that rebirth energy, because you see yourself, you've been reborn how many times? This rebirth is going to be different. It's going to be significantly different than the last. So this one, enjoy the rebirth and lean into that Leviathan, the hidden energy, the one that you know exists now. The one you're like, hey, I didn't know you were there, but now I know you're there. Like I can prove you were there. Like I can prove it to many people, and not the super skeptics, but I can prove you're there. So start to make that effort, make that challenge, make that travel. There's a Gemini, right? I need both of these for the duality of the Gemini to become lover. So there's definitely the good and the bad, the sweet and the sour, the Libra, the justice, the scales. You need the duality of life. You need to say, hey, there's both. There's the 3D and there's the 5D. There's the spirituality and there's not. So there's some, seems like an Aquarian, a fighting Aquarian, an Aquarian that could be fighting or fighting against or winning at all costs. Underneath it all, that's what I feel like. It could be Libra justice. It has this Gemini energy that's fighting or fighting for this. There it is again. Look at this. Whatever this is at the base root of this, it feels like this is heading towards this energy. A couple people have tried or want to acquire or take on the Aquarian energy or take on this Aquarian like energy. When it's coming in like this, it's like you're coming in to fight the Aquarian with the horse purity, saying I could beat I could do it. I could do it. Maybe this is an Aquarian like energy or an air sign, but it feels like you want to go date this person with more than anyone else has ever tried. Right? And you have reinforcement energy. So it's like you have this reinforcement, and this person's willing to take on judgment and justice. They feel like they already have, but secretly they have in their corner a Queen of Swords to battle. Like, that's one of the things that's so secretive. So they're welcoming you to come in, and that's what's so secretive. They're a dark horse candidate to so many people. They're the King of Cups. They're the Scorpio energy. So what happens is all of a sudden you start to overthink going in. Wait, why are they willing to let me do this? Their happiness, like you would have to go through all of their abundance happiness, and that's what it is. This person who you're thinking of, it's not that you're not good enough. It's actually to the contrary. It's you're a catalyst, a trigger, you're an inspiration. You're both judgment and justice to them. Without you, they're missing pieces of their puzzle. Queen of Swords is absolutely justifying your existence in their life. So whoever this person is that you love and you miss, and you're like, I really miss you. I want you so bad. I think about you. I crave you. Like, you're like the topping I would love to put on ice cream if you were a topping flavor. The universe says absolutely, because there's a reason that you have this in your life, because it's a catalyst for you and you're a catalyst for them. This is meant to be purposeful, right? This is happening to be a good thing for you. So don't ask yourself to overestimate, overjudge, or overthink. Allow yourself to examine it, why it happens. This is completion of happiness. I think what we're trying to do is get to that place where you have happiness, completion of home. 10 of Cups, abundance energy. It's there if they want it. It's there if they give it to you. It's there if you're willing to put yourself in that place. But there's so much, many more things that are going down here. Feels like there's an Aquarian in this chart. Feels like Aquarian, because it feels like this Gemini Libra energy is playing a part here. A lot of air energy. A lot of air energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Aquarius. And this could be all Aquarian energy, but they play at a high level. This get back together energy plays a big part here too. It almost like seems like it's angelically gifted, but this dark horse candidate says the universe plays a part here, but we're not holding onto the cosmic keys as though we once were, whatever that means. It feels like we're missing something. We're missing some of those keys. Queen of Wands is like Empress energy. It feels as though somebody's trying to move into that like marriage position, like they want to be Four of Wands with this person. They could have Libra in their chart. They could be a Libra. They could have air sign in their chart, but they're going at it. There's a regret, kind of like I held back, or I didn't do it, and that could be because this Queen of Wands is very prominent in here, like you can see right here. So they're saying that I was at once upright, now I'm now reversed, holding back. So whoever this person is, this Queen of Wands, Cancer, this person, whoever this is, and it could be you. It could be you. Could be cats in here. They're kind of past life, sunflowers. If they're holding back, Cancer, if there's some reason they're holding back, it could be because they didn't see everything and now they're scared because they know that this could be true. They want to offer their cup, but it might be too late. It might be way too late for this person to offer their cup, or for you to offer your cup, or this person to come back and offer their cup to you. So whoever this person is, or whoever this person is that wants to offer the cup, there's a lot of big Scorpio change energy, Aries Empress energy, Taurus energy, Three of Wands, Aries Empress energy. So I don't know if this Libra energy, or if this is a Libra energy, or whatever this is, or air sign energy, but they're playing a big role here in your life right now. See, relationship, feelings. So I feel like somebody's trying to come back in, or wants to come back in, or feels like there's a bigger part coming down here. So I don't know if this is what you've been looking for, if this is what you've been desiring, but it feels like that's what's actually happening. But Cancer, let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you have felt in this reading. Let me know if anyone's reminding you of anybody in here. Everybody else, I appreciate you guys for being here. Check out the moon, check out the rising, do yourself a favor, check out all parts of your chart, and then tell me if that resonates for you as well, because don't just dismiss it. Don't just say, hey, I got one part of my chart, I'm ready to rock, I'm ready to roll, I'm going to go. And because most people just dismiss the sun sign and say, oh, just go to the sun sign and say that's it. And it's so much more than that. It's way much more than that, right? Because we're complex creatures. We're souls living a human experience. That's how I've always examined it to be, at least from my own perspective. So do me a favor before you hit that thumbs up, before you hit that comment, before you subscribe, right? Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you guys really what worked best for you on this with these readings here. Because I'm gonna keep reading, I'm gonna keep going, keep moving. But as of now, we're gonna pick up on that Scorpio energy. I love reading for Scorp. I love reading for Scorpio. I actually was talking about this. Oh my gosh, was this last week? It might have been last week. I was talking about the Scorpio energy because they have this really unique energy. And I'm going to actually start off with a song for you guys. Here we go. Scorpio. Good cards already. All right, Scorpio, if you haven't been with me before, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up. Be sure to leave a comment. And as always, let people know I'm out here. Super easy for you guys to do. We always talk about it. All the content creators do it. But hitting that thumbs up is an easy way to let people know, hey, we're here. And hey, the algorithm, we're over here. Like, it's super easy. I know it sounds weird, but it took me till becoming a content creator to understand that that's what that is. It really did. So do yourself a favor and do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up. It lets us kind of keep growing this channel and building more content like this, right? So, Scorpio, this is for you. First card out. We're looking for the King of Cups. We're looking for that Death card, 5, 6, 7 of Cups. And I love the Scorpio. I really do. Scorpio comes out with some deep energy. Here we go. Boom. Wheel of Fortune. See what I'm saying? Can't go wrong when you get a Scorpio in your life. Am I right? Wheel of Fortune, angelically touched. The Wheel of Fortune comes in with that Scorpio energy saying, hey, it's your time. Emotionally, it's your time. If you choose to, it's your time. You have 4 choices. Without me even pulling any more cards, you already have 4 choices. The messenger comes in from the highest self saying, you have made a good choice, or this choice is your choice to make. Passionately, this is past life. There is angelic energy in here. There's also this justice energy, Libra energy playing a part. A little bit unfair, I get it. But it's also part of your future saying, hey, it's gonna emotionally, it plays out in your future. This is what you want. December energy, Capricorn energy playing a really big part. I call it devil in the details, right? Little rabbit here. Messenger saying, hey, past life, you're connecting to the people that matter. There it is, King of Cups, Scorpio energy. At the heart of it, at the heart, your heart chakra, at the very center line, at the conduit, at the strength, at the base, I call it the fulcrum, because we're talking about the harmony, talking about the strength. Talk about all of this, basically the energy that comes along with that Libra energy, the justice energy. You can't have it without your Scorpio energy. Marriage, big part here. Maybe marriage just happened. Maybe it's a little unfair, but something happened. But there's marriage what's happening, or marriage is coming up because we have past life. We have this messenger. But something is happening here with 2 people, marriage. Look at this again, guys. Marriage. So it's telling me at the race route, maybe this is not what you expected, or maybe it's a little different, or maybe you're happy, but you're married. I don't know. It seems weird. Yeah, you're stressing out about marriage. Weird. Yeah, I'm telling you, December, devil in the details. Capricorn energy playing a big part here. I don't know if this is about a relationship, a partnership, a long term. I don't know if this is about a person. Maybe you're in a relationship, or maybe there's a partnership or something happening in December with this partner. It feels like the stress about marriage. And it's weird because it's hidden, because it's not short throw energy. It's at the base of the foundation. It's really like you're married and tied into this person now, but you're really thinking about something with somebody else. I gotta say, Gemini Curiosity Kid, it's like you're not saying anything, but you're talking. Yeah, you almost want to be kind of let go and be free from whatever this is. I don't know if you can, because see, you're both caught out in the cold, because whatever you're going through, this person's going through, because you're married to them, or you were married to them. Yeah, this is long term. The universe is saying, I'm notifying you. It's aware of what's going down, because you and this person are like, whoops, or hey, this didn't work out. I think you were better off single. It's kind of the universe saying yes, yes, and yes. Knight of Cups saying the Pisces energy, Moon energy, Knight of Cups, Prince or Princess Charming. You want to be wooed. You like the chase, and there's no chase. Once you're married, the chase stops. It's like, hey, what about the chase? And the chase stopped, and you're like, I want some of that chase. I want to be felt. I want to be wooed. I want to be acknowledged, and that's what happens here with that card at the heart of this. Remember how I just said? We have the Scorpio energy at your heart chakra. That's what you want. That's what makes you feel good. Moon energy, night. I just said this. I'm telling you guys, this is like you're missing this, and you're deserving of it. So I think whatever this, maybe this was what you had in an ex relationship, a past relationship, or it's coming in because we have December Capricorn energy, stressing out. I think this is maybe a partnership. Money's there, but do you feel good about it? Like, do you feel like it's a life lesson saying, what do we do with this? Because you're stressing out. There's no passion or no drive to whatever this is. See, it's like you want to basically walk away from things that don't serve you. But reality is, it's not this. You want to go back to things that you miss. See, go back to working on whatever this is. I think this might be a passionate partnership. You're so regretful. Wow, you're sitting there circling. And typically, I wouldn't call that out for a Scorpio and say, hey, you're okay. But there's a message or a messenger that something came in recently and really sparked you. So you don't show your face, you're kind of hiding everything, but this is really, that's the Queen of Pentacles pentacle, right? But it really sparked you. Passion, look at this. Yeah, see, and I'm telling you, I think maybe you got married recently, or maybe there's a marriage or something's going down. Maybe this person's going to be your new partner, or this is a new spouse. Like something happened angelically. This was not a, the feelings you got from this message or this thing that just happened is real, because it's almost like triggering you to go, wait a minute. Like you almost put something out of sight, out of mind, but the reality was you missed it. Six of Pentacles is that Taurus life lesson. It's that moment of saying, wait a minute. And I think you're really overlooking at it. I would tell you just to message that person back, see, get back together energy. I think you're okay being honest, vulnerable with them, but I think, be honest, I think you're holding back. By 9 of Wands, I think by the end of this season, by end of December, you're saying, hey, happy holidays. And you might be back talking to him anyway. I feel like there's an Aquarian that's playing a big part here. This Aquarian is kind of an old school Aquarian, old spiritual Aquarian. That's a big part of this. Tower moment for themselves. I think they're not talking to you about it, but there's a moment of choice for them, and they're in regret. And they need your Scorpio energy. If you know who this Aquarian is, if this is an air sign energy, even Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, they're lucky to have you, and they need that Scorpio energy. Like I was just saying, I love having Scorpios in my car, my corner, and I have them in my chart. But when you guys have them, and you have friends that are like, if you have a friend that's an Aquarian or an air sign, and you're like, I really should reach out, but I feel weird. No, don't. If you first started off with, I have a friend, then reach out, say, hey, what's going on? How's it going? Let's get honest with each other. How you been? You know. Because we all play the formalities. Hello, hi, how are you? How have you been? Is everyone feeling okay? How is the weather? You know, get beyond that and go deep with that. Because I think there's an air sign that you both have been neglecting each other. So, and I don't know, maybe there's almost like a wedding, or there was an engagement or something, maybe between two of you. Maybe this is an ex. But I think you're both missing each other. That's the truth. I don't want to commit to it. So do yourself a favor. Check out the moon, the rising, your Venus, and see what else comes out here, and see what else your sign says for you. Okay? See what else pops here. Because I'm always curious to see what else happens. Hit that thumbs up. Be sure to leave a comment and let me know what you think. Because I'm very fascinated with all of this. The numerology, the esoteric, even like, I talk about the spiritual archetypes. I talk about all of the healing. I listen to healing frequencies. Like all of this music has healing frequencies. But this is not just a tarot channel. I try to put this as a complete, powerful, like, tarot workshop. Like I put everything I can into each of these cards. The frequency work, even the Kabbalistic rituals that we have attached to these. So do me a favor, let me know that you've enjoyed this. Leave that comment, and as always, share the channel. But up next we have, and as always, last is Pisces. How are you doing, Pisces? Pisces, I love having you guys here. I always enjoy having you be part of this channel. But one of the things I really enjoy for you is what has been coming out. I've been talking to my best friend. He's a Pisces, and I'm like, And I'm like, I was talking about the readings and stuff with him, and one of the things that's fascinating for us is how he's trying to make some money. And I'm like, have you seen, like, I remember going back in December or even like September even, and I remember going back that far, but I was like, I remember saying you're gonna make money. And he's like, really? I said, yeah. I said I don't try to read for a particular like money, wealth, or whatever. I said, but yours kept coming up as money. And I'm not saying you out there don't have love in your life, you're not married or dealing with somebody, but money was very prominent. Whatever it is in your life, Pisces, because you focus on the moon, the Knight of Cups, the 8, 9, 10 of Cups. You're usually in this other place. And I think for whatever reason, the universe is saying, let's give you some money. And I think that's where we're at. So I'm curious to see what pops here for you. King of Swords, Truth Seeker, Angelic, Aquarian energy, typically 5, 6, 7 of Swords, but this would come in with that. Something on their mind, 2 things on their mind. They know they have all the information. You might have it. You might have Aquarian in your chart. If you do, let me know. But Pisces really resonates a lot with that energy because they show up as a moon. The Aquarian shows up as a star. But it's just kind of like, let me see what happens here. There's that Scorpio water sign energy, that death card rebirth energy. This could be you coming into like some really power play energy. There's a moon energy where you align yourself maybe with allies, right? You align yourself with water signs or Aquarians, or even this would come in as Scorpio energy. This is you saying, let me take those other energies and try to pinpoint what's happening here. Death card energy, Scorpio energy. They're reiterating this is Scorpio. This right here is Aquarian. That's Aquarian, that's Scorpio. So they're forcing me to take those 2 cards, but we're holding back from something, a truth, maybe a acknowledgement, because something's now in effect, something you can't stop the train rolling, right? You can't stop it, but these 2 people, a couple people are now affected by it. Death card rebirth, and this is really what it's saying. You're in the rebirth phase. Wow, are you in the rebirth phase? Scorpio, death card rebirth, death card Scorpio rebirth, death card Scorpio rebirth, King of Cups, right? So this is like, these are all rebirth cards. And this could be a partnership, but you are in that moment. Like I said, 10 of Cups, Pisces. Akashically, this is due to you, just so you know. Whatever this is that's coming in, it's due to you. It could be love, it could be happiness, but we're not holding back. This has already been triggered. The universe says it's happening, it's already in effect. It's kind of like, it's like the train on the other tracks. You have no effect on it. You can just see it happening. So the universe says there's 2 cosmic keys between you and a couple people. The Hierophant says you're willing to pick them up. That's fine. But we're going to keep going for half a second here because it's travel. It's vroom, vroom. As we talk about the Chariot being the travel card, the Cancer energy, the mode of travel, the movement. It's really saying, it's really about the universe's card saying we're getting that. I guess I'm taking both these cards. It's saying that it's that moment of saying we're getting to like the divine partnerships, right? The Queen of Swords with the King of Swords. These are divine partnerships. Underneath it all is the Scorpio rebirth energy. With the secondary card saying relationships, marriage, weddings, all that. Finding happiness, not hiding anything, but unleashing it all. Unlocking whatever this is that's been hidden in here. So Pisces, this is more than saying, hey, the money's coming, the happiness is coming. It's about communicating and being more of a better communicator and being a fair communicator. That's what this is, because the money's coming. So put that out of your mind for now, because we've already established that. So that's what it's telling you, saying have patience on everything else. What do you do after that, after you establish that and you start moving into this, right? Into relationships, from wealth into money. Do you communicate that to others, or do you just use your intuition to find more? I don't know, because it looks like money's starting to really start to come in soon, real soon. Bold actions are going to start to happen here. I'm going to tell you real soon. By next July, August of 2026, this is the future. It's going to tell you you've changed. The people say, hey, you've changed, man. You changed. And whatever that is, you've changed. And you had 2 choices. You could have went spiritual, which would have made you really happy, or logical, which brought in more friends. And I think you have that choice. And I'm not going to tell you the choice you're making, but I'm going to tell you you're going to make a choice, because this is a lot of information coming in. You are trying to gather as much information as humanly possible, whenever this is, before it's too late. And that's the best way to put it. But this has already happened, which is ironic. This has already happened. It's already occurred. Empress energy, like, you're in a good place. Like, you're already ahead of whatever this is. The swords will fall out angelically. You're protected. So your best bet is to focus on having friends and just being happy, because I'm telling you, you have picked correct. Can we get one more card on this and see what else we have up here? What's that moon energy? It's getting back to whatever it was. I feel like you had one time, one place, you were at this place. It could be happiness, love, completion, money, right? Wealth. And we have this place like, oh, if I could only get back to, right? Finish the sentence. If I could only get back to, that's where you're heading to. Angelically, it says, okay, but that's not, we're not going into that out of lack of mindset. That's why I tell you guys to look at the rest of these readings. Go into the moon energy, the Venus. Go look at your entire natal chart. That's why I have the links below so you can take a look at everything. And more than that, if you're looking for a private reading, come to cosmicboogeyman.com. Book there and let's connect. Or do me a bigger favor. Catch me on live. Share the channel. Set that notification bell. Set it to all. Become a member. Get more access to content like this, teaching content, or even the content that I put out. That's my super deep stuff, like the Cosmic Codex or Beyond the Veil, when I pull cards with the AI. And I really have a good time trying to figure out what does this all mean, right? But what I look for you guys to do is I look for you guys to share the channel, spread the good word, and then we have some more fun, right? And people always come on the channel and say, this is such good energy. And that's what we're trying to do. Then you always have a place to call home. You always have a place to come back to. And with that, I appreciate you. I have always appreciated you. Do me a huge favor. Let me know you guys were here. Leave a comment below. If you come back and rewatch it, do me a big favor. Let me know you came back. I appreciate you guys for being here. As always, let me know what you think. And follow me on all of the social media. Hashtag Mr. Cosmic. And I'll see you on the next one. You guys, be safe.
Darkest of skies, through endless creation, my spirit will rise. Prosperity dance